everybody, and welcome once again to Storytime with Bobsheaux. How are y'all doing? We're doing great, Bobsheaux. We love you, Bobsheaux. You guys rock. Oh, thank you.
Hello, hello, hello.
And of course, we want to say hello to my lovely Lady Raven. Isn't she gorgeous?
Oh, stop.
No.
Don't start. You know, I didn't even get the damn notebook. I'm just... Duh.
Well, it's okay.
I'm so unprepared.
Actually, as far as being unprepared goes, we're doing pretty good for this stream.
You know, we're here on time. Can you believe it?
I know, right? It's crazy. Let's see. Uh-oh. I'm trying to get myself back in chat here. There we go. Yes.
Don't forget to change it to live chat instead of top chat so you can see everybody's chats.
Right. Live chat. There we are. There we go. Yes. Hello, Grace. Hello, Pretzel. Hello, El Pedro Spike. Adorable Nurse. Always good to see you.
Thank you, Pretzel. Yes, we both restarted our computers.
Yeah, sweet. As I was saying, we're doing pretty well for the stream. We are on time, and it doesn't look like we're encountering any technical difficulties.
I wouldn't go that far. I think there's an issue with your computer.
There's an issue with my computer.
I think it's just there's not enough memory. You've got so much stuff on your computer.
Oh, is it kind of choppy for you?
Yeah. Just the shared screen is. The stream isn't.
I was going to say, on my end here, it's looking like it's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's
on
just,
YouTube, it's super smooth.
It's just choppy with the whole sharing screens here.
Yeah.
Alright, we've had this conversation with Skype several times. I guess we've got to start talking to Zoom now. Zoom, we love you. You are a very, very good social media platform. But if we're going to have problems, then we're just going to have to find something else to use. Okay? Let's not have problems. Let's not be all skippy with the sharing screens, and let's see what we can do about sharing streaming sites like Netflix and Disney Plus and stuff. Okay? We don't want to have to pirate everything in order just to share something which we should be able to see.
Oh, that's
online.
that's gonna happen. That's a done deal.
Oh, are they working to fix that?
No, there is no working to fix it. They worked to break it. It's a precaution put into place so that people can't share their streaming services anymore.
And they're just keeping that.
That they did it on purpose. Yeah, they're keeping it.
Guys, no! You want us to stay inside, we gotta share stuff with our friends and coworkers and crap. Come on. That ain't gonna work.
Yes, we are ready for with the sponsored posts.
Yes. And, we want to stop taking sponsored posts at 7? Was that how that works?
7. Yes. No. That's not... Forget he just said that. We are stopping the chat requests at 7.
Requests, yes.
Right. We will finish up with what I have written down. Ben says, I showed my Japanese friend something I made for you. I had to send her a link to an episode of Anime Show just to explain what it was supposed to be. Can't wait to see her reaction.
Oh, dear.
Oh, boy.
And that's the story of how Bobsheaux caused war with Japan.
Guys, we're working on another anime show.
Ah,
It's bad.
it's bad. No, it's good. That's the worst thing about it. This... There are those who would say that... most would say that Miyazaki is one of the good anime directors out there, while admitting that there are bad anime directors, like, say, the people who brought us Diatron 5 or Garzy's Wing, as fans of Spoonie are familiar with. But this time we're working with another good anime, like when we were working with Spirited Away. It is awful. Just...
And again, thank you all for your suggestions on the anime that's going to turn it around for Rob.
Oh, because it's out there, I'm sure.
It's not. Thank you for all your suggestions, but please do not sacrifice your favorite children.
No.
To the altar of Bobsheaux.
No.
He will not be nice to it.
I will not
use it.
I will not be nice to it. I'm sorry.
If it's gonna hurt your feelings, please don't.
And
if he reviews it even though you didn't suggest it and it's your favorite and it's gonna hurt your feelings, please don't watch it.
In the interest of staying my fan, please don't.
We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
And that is never the case. Just understand that. Never am I trying to actually hurt the feelings of my audience here. If you like something that I don't, that's great. But if it's horrible, I'm going to call it out as such. So many people in my audience are fans of Cameron Boyce, for example. I'm sure he's a nice kid. I'm sure he's a good actor. I haven't seen him outside of the Descendants movies, but the Descendants movies are still crap. And if I'm reviewing them, I gotta call them out as such. I'm sorry. If you like them, good, but ugh. Just awful.
Even the best actor can be in a bad movie.
Oh, definitely. And damn it, ATM, no.
I'm not reading, I'm just copying and pasting.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
No, somehow I doubt that I'm gonna love it. Somehow I doubt that it will be love.
Too good. Too good.
Megan says Bandcamp is forming.
Oh, yeah. Every single week. Only always. The pretzel says, you wouldn't hurt my feelings. I realize that the anime I watch has very notable flaws. Despite that, I still love them. Okay, good. Love what you love. That's fine. But... God. This one that we're working on currently, it's just painful. And what did it have? Like a 95% user rating on Rotten Tomatoes?
Rotten Tomatoes... I don't remember. Was it 86% on Rotten Tomatoes? And it was an 8 on IMDb?
7. 7 on IMDb. 7. Which is still average. Good. Good average. Yeah, 8's pushing it. But regardless, that high of a user rating on Rotten Tomatoes, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna step on so many toes with this one, just like I did with Spirited Away.
And we are gonna return to the Studio Gerbil movies. We're going back to them. It's gonna happen.
No, don't want to go. They hurt. Why do you insist on hurting me?
And I did like Spirited Away, personally. Bobsheaux did not.
But the important thing is that she did not like it like she enjoyed the remake of Beauty and the Beast. That was bad.
That was different. That was different. Yes, I do like that movie.
So many better things to watch. Like what? Said Raven. Equally indignant.
What? St. Louis Rocker 100 says, Daddy Derek is having an existential crisis and thinking he really is Cool Cat.
I agree. Say what? I mean, granted, he might have to play him since Jason Johnson pulled out, but...
No, Jason Johnson didn't pull out. Wasn't he fired?
I actually don't remember, now that you mention it. I'm going to have to re-research that whole behind-the-scenes drama. The only person I know for sure was fired was the original Mama Cat, which doesn't make any sense.
Ah, okay.
Because she was already done with her part, wasn't she? No, absolutely no reason for her to...
A bit. He's been a bit mental. That's charitable. That's being awfully generous.
I was about to say there's no reason for him to replace the original Mama Cat with Cynthia Rothrock unless he expected the movie to get residuals and he wouldn't have to pay the original voice actress or anything. But then I'm thinking, yes, of course he has that kind of faith in the movie that it would make enough that he would have to pay the actress for her work after the fact. That's adorable. Raven McBand Monkey Mouse says, "I'm eating supper, so I'm going to really try not to spray food all over my screen." This is not going to be fun for you, little lady. He thinks 2020 is getting to him. No, St. Louis trucker, that's just Daddy Derek. Remember,
he's been for a long time.
Remember, this is the same guy who put on an award show revolving around weed, and he didn't want to do anything political about it. I mean, of course, he would have to be in order to make a frickin' 420 award show, but are you high, sir?
I think that was the point.
And then, Cool Cat stops coronavirus. Good God. It's gonna be awful.
Do you do Three Stooges? Do you have voices for the Three Stooges? I've seen it suggested multiple times, and I've never thrown them at you because for some reason I seem to remember you don't do them.
Not particularly. Let's save those until I'm a bit more familiar with their work.
Until you're a bit more familiar with the Three Stooges? They've been around for a long, long time.
Yes, but I haven't seen enough of them to get their voices down.
You don't need to see a lot. I hate the Three Stooges.
Well, you are really dating the wrong person. You don't like Pee-wee, you don't like Monty Python. You don't like any kind of silly comedy at all.
Not really, no.
But then again, you're not dating me for the silly, are you?
That's part of it.
You're dating me for something else entirely.
I'm... Many reasons. Don't start. Do not start. It's so much easier now that I'm copying and pasting. I don't have to try to write down all this stuff that you guys come up with, because y'all come up with some elaborate garbage.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
The detail is just, oh.
And of course, this goes without saying, but I totally hate you, Grace.
We love Grace. He loves to hate you, Grace.
Yes, let's say that, shall we?
Well, that's cute.
What's cute?
Her suggestion.
Ooh, here's a good question from Pretzel. What is your favorite comedy, Raven? Because you do like comedy. You just don't like silly comedy.
Right. Yeah, silly comedy often makes me uncomfortable. I know that's weird coming from me, considering who I've chosen to be with and all. It just, I'm prone to the cringe.
Don't let's be silly.
No. Let's not. I like really dry, sarcastic humor. My favorite stand-up comedy special, one of them is Hal Sparks' Charmageddon. I love him. Love Hal Sparks.
We need to see that one again. It's been a while since
I like Eliza, I don't know how to pronounce. Her name is really hard to pronounce. The elder millennial. I like her. George Carlin, yes. love me some George Carlin. ATM is skipping all over the better holidays and going straight to Christmas. You do you. It's 2020. Celebrate now. If you want to have your Halloween decorations up around your Christmas tree, do it. Life is short, man. You never know what next month's going to bring. More power to you.
Yeah, really.
Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do that because it's 2020. None of our asses may be here next week.
Oh God, 2012 was the year of the YOLO. Oh, and yes, adorable nurse, absolutely right.
Yes,
Halloween
I am.
forever.
Vivian, I'm yes, I am going to catch whatever pirated replay I can come up with of The Masked Singer. And I also want to watch the one that's premiering after it. I Can See Your Voice or whatever. I'm all ready for that. It's basically I think they're gonna lip sync, and you have to, and the judges or the fans have to vote whether or not that's really them singing, whether or not they can sing.
That's
based
right.
on their appearance.
That's right.
I think that's gonna be a hoot.
That's interesting.
Megan, I've got that Bandcamp suggestion down. It definitely gets you a spot.
Oh dear.
Do. What?
What?
What did Demolisher say?
Something about how she likes making my ass great again.
It never stopped being great.
I was gonna say again.
It's been consistently great. I'm a fan.
You're welcome. One for the road.
Says New Orleans gave me the mentality of enjoy now, worry later. New Orleans, are you talking about when Katrina hit, or for other reasons? Because I was living in Mississippi when Katrina hit. Hit Mississippi. So New Orleans was affected because their levees failed, but the entire Mississippi Gulf Coast was pretty much wiped out. People tend to think that Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. It did not. It hit
the entire coast.
Yes. They were very much so affected, New Orleans was.
Ooh. Imagine Tim Burton's Hansel and Gretel in stop motion. I can so see it. Normally, Tim Burton isn't comfortable with doing sequels or revisiting his own material. Like, some of the special effects in his original Batman are kind of shaky by today's standards, but he wouldn't want to re-edit them like George Lucas did with the Star Wars trilogy. But I think he handled Frankenweenie pretty nicely. If he wanted to give that same treatment to Hansel and Gretel, do that. That'd be great.
I was living just outside of Gulfport, Mississippi. Quentin was living in Baton Rouge. Yes, I like Gabriel Iglesias, Trixie. That's another one that I do find him, even though he's silly. I like him.
He's fluffy, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Out of 10!
The Addams Family movie last year was meant to be stop motion and directed by Tim Burton. Yes,
no
that's
spoilers,
true.
Vivian. I'm watching it. Don't tell me how it went. I don't want you to tell me. I want to watch it.
But that's true, Home Cruise. The Addams Family was supposed to be stop motion and done by Tim Burton, and that would have been glorious. Instead of just the bland bit of nothing that it was. It's true, the entire thing was like Tim Burton for stupid people. I wonder if this is saying something about how assimilation is bad. And again, it would have been so much more effective if they actually placed the Addamses in an earlier decade, when people this quirky and outrageous would be that out there. It's like, oh my god, what is wrong with you people? Nowadays, you'd see the Addamses walking around and, what are you thinking?
Yes, there's a horse loose in the hospital. I'm pretty sure everything's going to be okay, but nobody knows what's going to happen next. Least of all the horse. Yes, I like John Mulaney.
Sorry, we're still on stand-up, aren't we?
Yes, I see him coming up every once in a while.
No.
King Gabe asks, how do you know which movies are safe to live stream? None of them are safe to live stream. You got to decide which ones you're willing to take a risk on. Because I don't remember who asked something about this before. Any live stream with full on let's watch kind of thing is much harder to defend in YouTube's copyright system. So if you get a ding, it's going to stick.
Yes.
And all you can do is hope that all they do is take your video down.
Yeah. It is impossible to tell which movie is exactly 100% safe, although there are movies that are safer than others. Plan 9 from Outer Space, for example, is within the public domain. You're allowed to post that anywhere. Anybody can make a DVD of that and sell it. But other things like, I don't know, some of the other stuff I've had to put on BitChute for safety purposes, like the Oogie Loves, the Missing Links, Food Fights. I tried to defend those under fair use, but it didn't quite work. So just had to put them elsewhere. But yeah, things like Plan 9, I'm pretty sure Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny and the Marvelous Land of Oz. Yeah, trying to be very careful with what I post, as far as a live stream of an entire movie goes. I was able to find the entire film of the movie that was voted upon, which will be showing tomorrow on YouTube, so I guess that means it's fair game? I don't know. Should I announce what that is?
I think you should, yeah. Not with the movie, no. Not the one that you're going to be live streaming for everybody, for the public tomorrow.
So not the vote.
That'll have to be a surprise.
That'll have to be a surprise.
However, he is prepared to announce the patron-exclusive live stream, which will also be tomorrow.
Yes, because I was able to get tomorrow off from working pizza. I'll be holding 2 streams tomorrow. One at 1 o'clock will be the public stream for everybody, which will feature the movie that was voted upon. Thank you very much, executive producers. And following that, at 5 o'clock, we're going to be holding a patrons exclusive stream for, wait for it, Manos, the Hands of Fate. Dun 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 dun.
He's even going to dress up.
Yes. Wonder what it's going to be. I don't know if I want to say any more, but there's a reason why I decided to not shave before holding this stream tonight. Have to make sure that I'm nice and scraggly for tomorrow's patrons only stream for reasons which might become more evident. all I'm saying about it. So yes, come join us, won't you?
What time are we doing this? I can't remember what time we said we were going to do the stream.
1 o'clock for the public, 5 o'clock for the patrons only. So, yeah.
No, Joshua, welcome. You're not really late. We were just kind of chatting, and we're going to be starting the actual reading in about 3 minutes. We have I'm already taking suggestions, of course, but
Yes, we always just, chit-chat for a little bit before doing the actual reading, give people a chance to get into the chat and give some suggestions before we start reading, so, no, you're good. Let's see. Next year's riff could be Robot Monster from 1953, says ATM. Possibly. I think that one might be safe. Once I move out on my own and I'm in control of my money, one of the first things I will do is become an executive producer because I've always loved your content. Aw, thank you, Sabrina. That's so nice. And I'm seeing a lot of sponsored posts here with no voices attached. I'm loving the love here, people, but throw some voices out there. Want to make sure that you get your dollar's worth here. Ooh. Gabe's asking if we can attend his stream tomorrow at 8:30 Central.
what time is that our time?
I don't know. 8:30 Central. I think that's
Later. It's like 3 hours?
No,
2
that's
hours? Earlier.
That's 6:30.
Yeah.
6:30.
I
Pacific.
can't because Thursday is my time to watch Critical Role with my son.
That's right. That's right. It's going to
Maybe
be
you could
cutting a
try
little
to
bit.
stop. Yeah, he's got a lot to do, but maybe he could stop by for a little bit if you get a chance.
Yeah, I was going to say 6:30. I'm probably still going to be streaming the last little bit of what I'm doing, but I could come in for the later part of it, surely.
I got that, Raven.
What did she say? No, I can't know.
Raven did a sponsored post, but for some reason, they can't do their sponsored post and the suggestions at the same time, so they write the suggestions down afterwards. So I'm just letting her know I got it. I saw it.
Gotcha. And then as I'm asking that, I'm still thinking, oh, no, wait, I can't. No, can I? It's going to be a surprise.
Bobsheaux watches a lot of Pluto TV, because that's where MST3K is.
Oh, dear. Actually, I've seen a lot less of MST3K on Pluto, only because I have more control over what episodes I'm watching on Tubi, and they have significantly fewer commercials, so... sorry, I'm there.
Oh my god, my kids were obsessed with that for so long.
With what?
Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Oh, it's a snake, it's a snake, oh, it's a snake.
You get today with your badgers. Give me magical Trevor any day. Everyone loves a magical Trevor. The tricks that he does are ever so clever. Oh, Demolishers Trump says it's because you have to spend $2 to make the message in the sponsored post. Oh, that sucks. Should be any money.
Yeah, we appreciate whatever.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Raven number
Because,
2.
we take suggestions. They don't have to be sponsored.
No, that's absolutely
We appreciate everyone attending, and,
Yes.
it's all fun.
Again, it's... we're doing this because you guys make it as fun as it is. And if I was doing this only on my own, it would just be nothing. Okay, I'm going to read this next passage in... what do? I don't know. Out of blast again? Sure, why not? But you guys are keeping it all fresh and hilarious and weird and awkward and great.
No.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Turn off my camera for a minute. She's at the door.
Oh, no. Oops. Uh-oh, wrong one. Sorry. There we go.
Are you out there? Oh, you had given up.
That is a whiny little kitty.
Let me sit down.
No, she has to get into the seat behind you. Was that Luna sign? Maybe.
Pretty much.
Meow.
Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. What? What? Don't start.
Oh, were we streaming? Okay, I will just get behind here where I'm in nobody's hair. I'm out of the way, and you can't see me, and you can't hear me, and I'm just going to ignore you, so you can all ignore me, because I'm Luna. Too cute. I love her.
Alright, so we ready to get started?
I think we are. Let us see. We are continuing with Chapter 9 of Ozma of Oz, The Royal Family of Ev.
Aw, Ben, I'm sorry. I can share.
Luna.
I'll share. Ben's been going through cat withdrawal since he moved out of his mom's place.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ben. That's not cool. Yes, love on Luna. She likes all the attention she can get.
She is. Quit rubbing your butt on me. I don't like you that much.
But I love you, so here's my butt. Yeah. So, who are we beginning with?
We are beginning with a sponsored post from ATM.
And what horrors?
Shaggy leading a people's revolution.
Okay.
Today's the day for it, man. Today's the day. Come on, Shaggy.
Like the Tin Woodman was the first to address the meeting. To begin with, said he, word came to our noble and illustrious ruler, Ozma of Oz, that the wife and 10 children, 5 boys and 5 girls, of the former king of Ev, by name Ivaldo, have been enslaved by the No King and are held prisoners in his underground palace, man.
Yeah! Viva la Revolution, Scoob.
Is this thing on?
Like Viva la Revolution, Scoob. Home crew says. What do you want? Don't lick me.
But I have to poop. Also, that there is no one in Ev powerful enough to release them. Next.
Next is from the chat, Lucas the Spider.
I have a box full of puppets handy. Should I need them? I gotta start making a habit to have my little Lucas plushie handy so he can read. Once there was a scary spider. Hey, spiders aren't scary! Anyway. Naturally, our Ozma wished to undertake the adventure of liberating the poor prisoners. But for a long time, she could find no way to cross the great desert between the two countries. Finally, she went to a friendly sorceress of our land named Glinda the Good, who heard the story and at once presented Ozma a magic carpet which would continually unroll beneath our feet and so make a comfortable path for us to cross the desert. As soon as she had received the carpet, our gracious ruler ordered me to assemble our army, which I did. You behold in these bold warriors the pick of all the finest soldiers of Oz, and if we are obliged to fight the Gnome King, every officer, as well as the private, will battle fiercely unto death.
Oh, my cats hate being picked up, Grace. If I were to pick her up, she would fight me. It has to be on her terms.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, we just had a little declaration of war by Lucas the friggin' Spider here. Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war. Next.
Just a moment. Who is psyched for the Lucas the Spider cartoon?
Oh, jeez.
It's supposed to be coming out. I am ready.
I was jazzed when I first heard about it, but I've heard nothing about it since. Come on, give us something.
Next is a sponsored post from Grace Barks.
Oh dear, what has she got for us?
The Impricon?
What?
The Impricon?
The
from
Impricon.
Jack the Giant Cleaner?
Jack the Giant Cleaner. Ooh, there's that smell again. We better take care of that.
Yo.
I need changing again!
Ew! No!
Yes! Fee, fi, fo, fum. I have really soiled my drawers. Anyway.
I'm leaving.
The Impricon. Then TikTok spoke. Why should you fight the Gnome King? He asked. He has done no wrong. No wrong, cried Dorothy. Isn't it wrong to imprison the Queen Mother and her 10 children? They were sold to the Gnome King by King Evoldo, replied TikTok. It was the King of Ev who did wrong, and when he realized what he had done, he jumped into the sea and drowned himself. This is news to me, said Ozma thoughtfully. I had supposed the Gnome King was all to blame for in the matter. But in any case, he must be made to liberate the prisoners. It seems a bold, why don't you?
Grace Barks' sponsored post is the crazy henchman.
My Uncle Evaldo was a very wicked man, declared the Princess Langwidere. If he had drowned himself before he sold his family, no one would have cared. But he sold them to the powerful Gnome King in exchange for a long life, and afterward destroyed the life by jumping into the sea. Next.
And finally, the puppy dragon.
The puppy dragon? Puppy dragon didn't have a voice.
Do your impersonate? You know how this works. Your impression. What do you think Puppy Dragon would sound like if he could talk?
Oh, God. Is that
not like that?
this giant dragon who looks like a puppy and sounds like a cat, of course. That's exactly how Puppy Dragon would sound.
Dad said, Ozma, he did not get the long life, and the Gnome King must give up the prisoners. Where are they confined, Mirror?
There's Puppy Dragon. Next.
Next is from the chat. I believe. Yes, Nurse's first trip to band camp of the night, but it's an honorary because I think it's going to be a good one.
Uh-oh.
Optimus Prime as Captain Jack Sparrow, the Autobot of the Caribbean.
Okay.
I'm here for it. I am here for it.
No one knows exactly, replied the princess. For the king, whose name is Raquata the Rocks, owns a splendid palace underneath the great mountain, which is at the north end of this kingdom, and he has transformed the queen and her children into ornaments and bric-a-brac with each to decorate his rooms. Savvy?
Very good.
Pirates, roll out.
Okay. Sponsored post from the Pretzel. Beginning with the church lady.
Well, Pretzel chose the church lady. Isn't that special?
One of my favorites.
I'd like to know, said Dorothy, who the Snow King is. Who could it be, I wonder? Who is the Snow King who has captured all these people and turned them into ornaments? Could it be Satan?
You okay?
Then... Sorry, I'm chewing. The Into the Woods Witch.
Let's see, Into the Woods Witch. How did she sound? I will tell you, replied Ozma. He is said to be the ruler of the underground world, and commands the rocks and all that the rocks contain. Under his rule there are many thousands of the gnomes, who are queerly shaped but powerful sprites that labor in the furnaces and forges of their king, making gold and silver and other metals which they conceal in the crevices of the rocks, so that those living upon the earth's surface can only find them with great difficulty. Also, they make diamonds and rubies and emeralds which they hide in the ground, so that the kingdom of the gnomes is wonderfully rich, and all we have of precious stones and silver and gold is what we take from the earth and the rocks where the gnome king has hidden them. But that's another story, never mind. Anyway.
And finally, in Pretzel's sponsor post, Jeff Goldblum. Another one we haven't had in a while. Always a good one.
I understand, said Dorothy, while asking like it's a question. I understand. For the reason that we often steal his treasures, continued Ozma, the ruler of the underground world is not fond of those who live upon the Earth's surface. No. He never appears among us. What?
Why are you loving on my notebook?
Because I love you.
If we wish to see King Raquat of the Rocks, we must visit his own country, where he is all-powerful, and therefore it will be a dangerous undertaking. But life will find a way. Next.
Next is Savannah. Let me see what her name is. Her official full name. Savannah McBanda or something like that.
Something. Because everybody wants to be banned.
Well, she wins. She gets she's going.
Oh?
Yes.
Why did she win?
What to do? Let me get down to the bottom here. Shebanda. That's it. Sabanda. Sabanda Lotes. Savannah Sabanda. Pee Wee Herman as Davy Jones. Band camp. Band. Done. Shame on you.
But for the sake of the poor prisoners, said Dorothy, we ought to do it. We shall do it, replied the Scarecrow, although it requires a lot of courage for me to go near the furnaces of the Gnome King, for I am only stuck with straw, and a single spark of fire might destroy me entirely. Tell me, do you fear death? 'Cause that's a secret word! Arr!
You didn't make any of the new graphics that we were talking about making from last week.
Which were what again?
Raven's Broom.
Raven's Room. See, you forgot too.
I don't remember. Oops. He did nothing.
Hey, I'm playing catch up here.
Okay. Pee-wee's Davy Jones Savannah. Oh my God! Demolishers banned for life.
Why?
You can blame Colin for this idea.
Oh, can I?
Pee-wee suckling the Gilbert Godfrey giant.
No. Was this from the chat or is this a sponsored post?
This is a sponsored post from Demolisher. Banned for life. That's terrible.
Oh, God.
The first is that also that not my chin, this was meant, but I'm going.
This is bad.
I can't bear the heat when my
Ew.
princess.
So I shall stay at home,
Oh God.
but I wish you may have success in your undertaking. Are you successful in your undertaking down there? For I am heartily tired of ruling this stupid kingdom, and I need more leisure in which to admire my beautiful heads. One of which is suckling at my other teats. How you doing down there?
I am divorcing you.
There's that smell again!
No.
I'm divorcing myself. Next.
Demolisher's banned for life.
Yes, he is.
Next is Super Disney fan heading to band camp with Shaggy as a Disney princess.
This is gonna be awful.
No, he does not need an Iago puppet, Grace. You just shut your face.
They're out there.
Yeah, no, not for you.
My brother had one a long time ago, and I wish we
Not
still
for
had
you.
it.
Not happening.
Yes, happening.
Shaggy is a Disney princess.
Shaggy is a Disney princess, yes.
Like, we do not need you, said Ozma. With the aid of my brave followers, I cannot accomplish my purpose. Then it would be useless for you to undertake the journey, man. Like, quite true, sighed the princess. So if you'll excuse me, I will now retire to my cabinet. I've worn this head quite a while, and I want to change it for another man.
We have I want to be part of Scoob's world, and someday my Scoob will come.
Oh, wow.
Y'all are the worst.
And how long until we get a Shaggy being frisky with Scooby request?
Don't do not make suggestions. We have discussed this.
That wasn't me making a suggestion. That was just me asking a question. Oh, that face. What is that face about? You must tell me. You
Oh,
must.
Colin.
What is it?
Oh, ew.
What is it?
No.
Yes!
I reserve the right to refuse.
And I must say, you must tell me.
I quit. Colin's banned.
Raven.
Grandma sandwich, moister than an oyster, suckling Monty Python Gumby, stiffer than a mister. You nasty, Colin. You nasty.
Grandma sandwich. Moister than an oyster. Suckling.
Monty Python Gumby,
Gumby.
stiffer than...
Oh,
I'm gonna be ill.
Was it Nurse who was eating dinner right now? I was trying to not spit up all over
I
the
don't
computer
remember.
screen.
I don't remember. If you got your fork, put it down. Don't drink anything?
No.
Quite true, sighed the princess. So if you'll excuse me, I will now... I did this one already, excuse me. When she had left them, and you may be sure no one was sorry to see her go, Ozma said to TikTok,
Oh,
will
Colin.
you join our party?
And I just got a sponsored post, so I have to show you
Show me what?
the face you were making when I did the screenshot. This is the screenshot. I truly hope you can show it to everybody, because now this is forever embedded in my memory.
Oh wow. Yes. I'm going to have to save this image and make this the thumbnail for the stream when it goes live on Saturday.
No!
Yes!
I hate you.
I love you.
I'm divorcing you.
No,
You're
don't.
divorced.
Please don't divorce me.
Divorce.
No. But I'm sorry, I said that last part
I was
wrong.
trying to eat too, Raven.
What, you can't chow down on a grandma's sandwich?
But you'll all have to forgive me. I'm afraid I said that last sentence wrong, so I gotta do that again.
No,
So-
you don't.
Yes,
no,
I do.
You don't.
Yes,
no.
I do. Yes,
No.
I do.
Mm.
So she's suckling Gumby here, and she says to TikTok,
Will you join our party?
Oh no! Oh God! Go away! No, I'm leaving.
I am the son of the good Dorothy, who rescued me from
Nurse, no.
prison. I wouldn't miss replied the machine. Where she goes, I will go.
Bobsheaux and Colin are both being beaten into band camp. Okay, next. Jesus Christ. Colin, oh, you are so banned. Oh.
we love
Next,
you.
no, I'm skipping to a good one. Get it?
Is this from the chat or a sponsored post?
This is from the chat, so I can. I'm Skektek. I think John Kennedy, not John Kennedy. Was it John Kennedy? Yeah, John Kennedy suggested Skektek. Let's have a nice one. You want to go to band camp, John? You can have honorary band camp because it was a good one.
Oh my
And
god!
we need it.
I would just like it to point out how horrible things are. If freaking Skektek is a good voice.
Yeah.
Oh, I am going with my friends, of course, said Dorothy quickly. I wouldn't miss the fun for anything. Will you go too, Bellina? To be sure, said Bellina in a careless tone. She was smoothing down the feathers of her back and not paying much attention. Oh, and by the way, screw you, Netflix! This demanded a second season, damn it!
Yes. Where's the petition?
We gotta make it.
Yeah, I'm ready. Bring Dark Crystal back for at least another 2 seasons.
I'm sure
They
that
canceled it right after it won the Emmy. Was it like outstanding children's programming?
I don't know, but it still performed really well. This didn't deserve a second season. Come on, guys.
It deserved way more than a second season, but definitely deserved at least a second season.
Because this can't be the end of the story. And
oh God, it's time for a sponsored post. Why are they all so horrible?
because they want to make sure that they're getting their money's worth.
ATM.
Oh no.
A Care Bear getting frisky with Chewbacca.
He is just fine in her line, remarked the Scarecrow. If she is nicely roasted, oh, she'll be better than ever. Almost there. 3, 2,
no.
1, stare! And that's why they call me Money Shot Bear.
I am batting myself for that one.
You forgot to throw in Chewbacca.
Oh yes, he's coming too, so to speak.
I hate you so much.
No, you don't. You love me.
I like you. You're a cuddler.
Oh, sorry, they mowed my grass today.
and the mic was cutting you out at just the right point, so we couldn't hear your totally normal sneezes.
Good. Good, Mike. I love my Yeti.
It sounds like a little kitten.
What am I supposed to do?
Shut up. That's what you're supposed to do.
Oh. Yes, because these people came here to watch me shut up. That's how that works.
Yes. Next is Megan Willard's trip to band camp.
Uh-oh.
Dalek Herman.
Oh, wow. This is gonna be weird. But there you go. You're in band camp.
Then said Ozma, we will arrange to start the kingdom of the gnomes at daybreak tomorrow. And in the meantime, we'll rest and prepare ourselves for the journey. Journey is a secret word.
And you are repulsed to your core.
You're right, Megan. It's not as bad as Collins. But you're still banned.
Next.
Okay. Oh, sponsored post. God help me. Okay, we're going to the crossover zone for Monsieur Price.
Hello, Monsieur Price.
Yes, these are not nearly as bad.
But they are bad.
Well, no, not really. Beginning with Tommy Wiseau as Samson getting a haircut.
Okay.
Although Princess Langwidere did not again appear to her guests, the palace servants waited upon the strangers from Oz and did everything in their power to make the party comfortable. There were many vacant rooms at their disposal, there's so many. And the brave army at 27 was easily provided for and liberally feasted. Anyway, how's my sex life? Oh, bye, Delilah. I guess there is no sex life. Oh. Tell me
There's no
about
sex.
Delilah.
There you go. I was about to say, that's what just Monsieur Price just came up with that. You tear me apart, Delilah. Next is Wolfabob.
Uh-oh. And what is he doing? Wolfabob, yes.
Pastor Wolfabob praising God for making the moon.
That's interesting. Ah. Ugh, right-handed puppeteering is so weird. Anyway.
Alright, Lefty.
I am sinister. He said while twirling his mustache with a wolf's mouth. Ugh. Hey, watch it, you. Anyway. The cowardly lion and the hungry tiger were unharnessed from the chariot and allowed to roam at will throughout the palace. Praise the moon! Well, they all nearly frightened the servants into fits, although they did no harm at all. At one time, Dorothy found the little maid Nanda crouching in terror in the corner, with the hungry tiger standing before her. Can I get an amen? Are they amening?
Amen. Sorry.
Thank you.
I was reading. Lisa Henson also stated they were going to work on bringing back the Dark Crystal story in a different way, so there's hope. Thraw forever. Okay, that's great, but I want it on... I don't want like a book or whatever.
I was going to say, didn't they say that they were going to do something with augmented reality somehow?
Just do their next season. Okay, and finally, in Monsieur Price's first episode of the Crossover Zone is Yoda and Senile playing bingo.
What?
Yoda and Senile playing bingo.
I have no idea how I work bingo into that, but okay. And I gotta get a Yoda puppet, too. Or the child from The Mandalorian. This is the way. Let's see. Getting senile here. Watch it, you. Oh, and hello. Sorry.
We've talked about this.
I'm sorry. I'm being better, aren't I?
No.
At least I'm asking you to smack me. Or am I?
Robert.
Yes. Okay, so gonna read from this book here, and we're doing bingo somehow. No idea how that's gonna work, but alright. Opening books one-handed is really hard. There we go. Okay, you certainly look delicious, the beast was saying. Will you kindly give me permission to eat you? I-5? What? The hungry tiger is talking to... Who is it? The little maid Nanda. And he's asking her if he can eat her. At least he's polite about it? I don't know.
Well, consent is important.
That is true. That is true.
No, cried the maid in reply.
Then said the tiger, yawning frightfully, "Please to get me about 30 pounds of tenderloin steak, cooked rare, with a peck of boiled potatoes on the side, and 5 gallons of ice cream for dessert." That's still better than deer steak, Shug.
The best I can, I will do, said Nanda. And right away she did, as fast as she could go. Oh, bingo.
I don't know. And there you go. Next.
Next is from the chat. Let me see. Yes.
Derp-a-derp-a-derp.
From the chat, Tommy Wiseau as the male alien from Plan 9 from outer space. Johnny O'Malley's band honorary band camp.
There you go. Are you so very hungry? Asked Dorothy in wonder. You can hardly imagine the size of my appetite with your stupid mind. Stupid, stupid, replied the tiger sadly. It seems to fill my whole body. Yeah, kinda. It seems to fill my whole body from the end of my throat to the tip of my tail to the ball that's on fire over there. Do you see it? Yeah. I'm very sure the appetite doesn't fit me and it is too large for the size of my body. Someday when I meet a dentist with a pair of forceps, I'm going to have it pulled. What? Next.
Next is a sponsored post. Oh god. Oh Lord help us. Oh, it's the first one from King Gabe.
Uh-oh.
Get ready for some weird shit.
Oh yeah.
Beginning with Pee-wee fighting Darth Vader and then screaming when Vader says, "I am your father." Gabe, you're banned. So banned.
What, your tooth? Asked Dorothy. No, my appetite, said the hungry tiger. Bum, 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 dum, dum, dum. No. No.
Out? She wants out.
Fine, just interrupt my crowning moment, why don't you, Luna?
She doesn't care. Got cat stuff to do.
This is true.
Was the dog fed? Was the dog fed?
Whoa. It's cutting off the top of my head. And she's back.
I'm back.
But yes, Pee-wee Skywalker just asked what Tiger Vader was going to, or Darth Tiger rather, was going to pull. No, my appetite. Duh, duh, duh. No.
That's not true! That's impossible!
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
No! Ah!
Did I mention Gabe was banned?
Oh yeah. And what do we have next from him?
Banned.
Oh,
Rat Trap flirting with Raven.
Ah!
We're still in Gabe's sponsored post, in case you couldn't tell.
Yes, yes. The little girl spent most of the afternoon talking with the Scarecrow and the Tin Woodman, who related to her all that had taken place in the Land of Oz since Dorothy had left it. She was much interested in the story of Ozma, who had been, when a baby, stolen by a wicked old witch and transformed into a boy. She did not know what she had. She did not know that she had ever been a girl until she was restored to her natural form by a kind sorceress. You catch my meaning? Not really, but you're still very confused. Next. Uh-oh, what's up?
I'm cold. I'm trying to get my kid to turn the air off.
Sorry, baby.
Okay, back to the sponsored post.
Don't want to grab a blanket real quick?
No, a bucket.
Uh-oh.
Donald Trump taunting Simba until Mufasa arrives to beat him up.
it!
Donald Trump taunting Simba until Mufasa arrives to beat him up. The beating up part I'd stay for.
Then it was found that
Oh,
she was the
God.
only child of the former ruler of Oz, which was not you, Simba. You're not the ruler of Oz. And was entitled to rule in his place. Ozma had many adventures, however, before she regained her father's throne. Oh, as opposed to you, Simba, who gained your father's throne instantly because he's dead. And in these, she was accompanied by a pumpkin-headed man, a highly magnified and thoroughly educated wogglebug, fake news, and a wonderful sawhorse that had been brought to life by means of a magic powder.
I would like to rage.
What?
It's a critical role thing. I would like to rage.
Well, you don't have to, because here comes Mufasa back from the grave.
Oh, hey, I guess reports of your death were greatly exaggerated. That's good. Ow!
Can we have a little James Earl Jones in here?
Oh, sorry.
Make it a little bit better.
If you ever come near my son again.
Oh, what? This is your son?
See, you were doing good. It was starting to be a little bit better. And then you had to ruin it.
And then
And
I
in
had
the
to
final-
go and make it all better for you. You're welcome.
And in the final of this sponsored post from King Gabe,
Brain
Elvis Presley.
A scarecrow and the Tin Woman had also assisted her, but the Cowardly Lion, who ruled the Great Forest as the King of the Beasts, I am the King, baby, knew nothing of Ozma until after she became the reigning Princess of Oz. Then he journeyed to the Emerald City to see her, and on hearing she was about to visit the land of Ev to set free the royal family of that country, the Cowardly Lion begged to go with her, and brought along his friend, the Hungry Tiger, as well. Thank you very much. Next.
Next is a return trip for Super Disney fan to band camp.
Because, of course, he had to leave.
They keep getting out, and then they keep making suggestions, and they end up back in.
They love
It's
that
not-
door.
It's more honorary than anything. Christopher Walken as Bobby Wobbly.
What the hell? Gotta get into the bobbing. Having heard this story, Dorothy related to them her own adventures, and then went out with her friends to find the sawhorse, which Ozma had caused to be shod with plates of gold, wow, so that its legs would not wear out. And then she asked, "Do you like bubbles?"
That's just confusing.
Yes, it is. How do you do heavy New Yorker and then mix it with heavy Texan?
I don't know.
This Bobby Wobbly's from New York City. New York City!
Get a rope.
What?
Get a rope. That was the other part of the commercial.
Oh, I don't remember that part. I just remember the punchline of New York City.
Okay, back to Bandcamp. I mean, not Bandcamp. The sponsored post. It's usually Bandcamp.
Yeah.
This is not one for Bandcamp, but it's interesting. It's a challenge. From Grace Barks. Optimus Prime as Eeyore.
Actually, considering how Peter Cullen played both characters, it's not that big of a stretch.
Okay.
Just sad Optimus. Oh dear. I'm not going to be in Transformers Season 3. It's all gonna be about Rodimus. They came upon the sawhorse standing motionless beside the garden gate.
But when Dorothy was introduced to him, he bowed politely and blinked his eyes, which were knots of wood, and wagged his tail, which was only the branch of a tree. "What a remarkable thing to be alive," exclaimed Dorothy. "Well, I'm glad you think so."
Next.
Now you have to do both of their catchphrases.
Pooh and friends transform and roll out.
Close. Thanks for noticing me. And roll out.
I was actually just about to ask, what's Eeyore's catchphrase? But I suppose thanks for noticing me would be that. Yeah, would it?
Thanks for noticing me and roll out.
Next.
Okay. Next is what was that?
Eeyore and Optimus.
That was a sponsored post. Okay, so next
Yes.
one is from the chat. Chat.
Chat, and a couple of tra-la-las.
Goofy.
"I quite agree with you," replied the Sawhorse in a rough but not unpleasant voice. "I'm rough but not unpleasant. A creature like me has no business to live." Oh, wow. If only I kept on reading that in Eeyore's voice. "A creature like me has no business to live." As we all know, but it was the magic powder that did it, so I cannot justly be blamed. "Of course not," said Dorothy, "and you seem to be of some use, 'cause I noticed the Scarecrow riding upon your back." Uh-oh, what's up?
I haven't eaten anything today, so I'm stealing bites in between voices.
Sorry.
Okay, so that was Optimus's Eeyore. So the next is from the chat.
That was Goofy. So next is a sponsor
Oh.
post.
Next is a sponsor post. ATM's banned.
Why?
Scooby-Doo getting frisky with C-3PO. What is wrong with y'all?
Everything.
So many things.
You'll have to excuse me for jumping the gun a little bit here, but because of this line, I have to start off with 3PO. "Oh yes, I am of use," returned the Sawhorse, "and I never tire, never had to be fed or cared for in any way. So you can use me to your heart's content." "Oh yeah, it's just the way I like it." "Like, are you intelligent?" asked the girl. "Not very," said the creature. "I would be foolish to waste intelligence on a common Sawhorse, when so many professors need it. But I know enough to obey my masters, and to get up or whoa when I'm told to do so. So I'm pretty well satisfied." Like, giddy up, man!
Don't bring Shaggy into this. It's Scooby.
Oh, was it Scooby?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Scooby.
I'm sorry, I heard Shaggy.
God, we're gonna hear it again.
Giddy up!
Jesus. I'm gonna be ill.
Oh, bye! Next.
Okay. Was that the last of that one? I'm scarred for life. Yes. Okay. Jeez.
Ruh-roh.
No. Wallace Shawn.
That night, Dorothy slept in a pleasant little bedchamber next to that occupied by Ozma of Oz, and Bellina perched upon the foot of the bed and tucked her head under her wing, and slept loudly in that position, as did Dorothy upon her soft cushions. But before daybreak, everyone was awake and stirring, and soon the adventurers were eating a hasty breakfast in the great dining room of the palace, which was for some reason inconceivable. Next.
Hold on, I'm writing down Claire's entry into band camp.
Uh-oh. And while you are doing that...
Okay, so the next one will be, oh god, a sponsored post. Oh, we're going back to the crossover zone. Okay, it's not so bad. Whew.
For now.
You will need Mimi Fox for all three of these.
Oh, will I?
Mm-hmm.
Let's...
With her newly fixed hair.
Excuse me, Mimi. I have to be in a pro with you while I get you into position. There we go. Okay, so... And I instinctively put her on my left hand. Ugh. I hate it, sugar. Sweet. Okay. So... We have Mimi Fox here, doing what?
Selling cookies to Cookie Monster.
Uh-oh.
So you have to do both voices.
Alright, I got it. Ozma sat at the head of a long table and raised on a platform with Dorothy on her right and the Scarecrow on her left. The Scarecrow did not eat, of course, but Ozma placed him near her so that she might ask his advice about the journey while she ate. While she ate what?
Cookies! Nom nom nom!
Ah! My goodness. I got a healthy appetite on that boy.
Next.
Next is Mimi Fox turning savage from Night Howlers.
Savage from Night Howlers. Uh-oh.
See, lower down on the table, there were 27 Warriors of Oz, and at the end of the room, the lion and the tiger were eaten out of the kettle that had been placed upon the floor. Ah! Land sakes, what was that? Anyway. That was placed upon the floor, while Belina fluttered around to pick up and eat scraps. Eat scattered. I don't have any teeth. That doesn't really work. And I think it broke the hip.
Next.
Be nice to Mimi. She is a lady.
Yes, she is. Oh, shush.
Oh my goodness. That's so bad I have to write it down.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Hush up. You fine looking kitty cat, you.
But, last bit on the crossover zone here.
The last episode of the last section, I don't know, last part of the sponsor post. Nick Wilde taking Mimi Fox to the hospital.
Because she is infected with Night Howlers and has as such broken her hip.
Be nice to Mimi. She's an old lady.
Oh, he's being nice to me just fine. But can you lift up the book a little bit there?
Oh, sure.
I think you should. It did not take long to finish the meal, and when the lion and the tiger were harnessed to the chariot, and the party was ready to start for the Gnome King's palace. I'll write the hospital now. Thank you so much, Shug.
Grace, no, Build-A-Bear clothes will not fit on Mimi. She's a size 2T or 24 months, but 2T fits her.
Yes. And again, so awkward when I was just carrying around this severed fox head around the toddlers section in Walmart looking at little dresses. Nobody look at me. Nothing wrong here. Although, it was a couple of years ago when I was doing a Christmas in July episode, I think, with Wolfabob, and I had to get a little top hat for him that looked like my own. So I'm going around Party City carrying this wolf puppet in my hand, and I'm trying to look for something that would fit him, because, you know, they're always selling little hats over there. So I'm looking, and someone, as I was passing them, they thought I had brought in, like, a small puppy with me. It's like, hey, did that guy bring a dog with him? So I'm passing them, and looks over my shoulder. Too fun.
He has to entertain people everywhere he goes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But yes.
I
Got
have
a
a
couple.
suggestion from CWD Trixie
Hello, Trixie.
from the chat. Not. There's 2 Trixies in the chat.
Oh,
Trixie
sorry.
Murray and CWD Trixie. This is from CWD Trixie. Gaston.
Gaston. Before we go on with that, I have to say, why is Trixie and Lucifer so big now? It's not right. She's just supposed to be this little thing forever.
I know. She's never supposed to grow up.
No.
Wrong.
Gaston reading this. I'm sorry, I can't read this. There's no pictures. First rode Ozma, with Dorothy beside her in the golden chariot and holding Lena fast in her arms. Then came the Scarecrow on the sawhorse, with the Tin Woodman and Tick-Tock marching side by side just behind him. After these tramped the army, looking brave and handsome in their splendid uniforms. But of course, not as brave and handsome as me. Next.
Next is a sponsored post. I don't wanna.
Uh-oh. Why don't you wanna?
Because Demolisher is banned. Again.
Uh-oh.
Triple banned.
Why?
Raven, moister than an oyster as Lady Shaggy.
What the hell?
That's what you need to change your chat name to, Demolisher. What the hell?
So what is this? Is this Raven who is simply on Shaggy's arm? Or is this Rule 63 Shaggy, as voiced by Raven?
I think Rule 63 Shaggy is voiced by Raven. Turned on for some reason.
Oh, yes.
Oh no.
The generals commanded the colonels, and the colonels commanded the majors, and the majors commanded the captains, and the captains commanded the private, who, marched with an air of proud importance because it required so many officers to give him his orders, man. Yes, command me, my lord.
No, Cheatsy, you have to make a fresh, horrible suggestion every week to get into band camp. That's the rule.
Yes, more suggestions, more I say!
He changed it to what the hell.
Very good, Demolisher.
Good lord.
And the final voice for this chapter.
Oh, let me get rid of that one.
And this is a little voice. Let's go for a really bad one.
So many. Really bad one.
Yes.
Okay.
She found something.
Let's go with Nicholas Lee's trip to band camp.
Uh-oh.
Megatron as Trump.
And so, the magnificent procession left the palace and started along the road, just as day was breaking. And by the time the sun came out, they had made good progress toward the valley that led to the Gnome King's domain. I'm going to build a wall around the Gnome King's domain and make the Autobots pay for it.
After November, can we never hear him again? That would be perfect. Never, ever, ever. Are we moving on to the next chapter, or are we going to do...
We're moving on to Chapter 10, The Giant with the Hammer.
Oh my!
Oh yes! There's that hammer again!
Alright, this is Ben's first sponsored post of the night. Ben says, "You're getting me hyped for the next Anime show." Anyways, let's hear our pal Gilbert speaking with a gentle German accent?
Okay.
Why, Ben?
Because he wants to see that cringe face that you do so well.
Keaton is going to band camp. Ban Keaton.
Why?
The giant and his special hammer. Quote in the chat comment. No, ban.
Before we begin, I need to point out that apparently the giant with the hammer is some kind of a giant frickin' robot. Because, you know, Oz. The hell?
The road led for a time through a pretty farm country, and then past a picnic grove that was very inviting, yeah? But the procession continued to steadily advance until Belina cried in an abrupt and commanding manner, "Wait! Wait!"
And then the other part
and because
of it
everyone is waiting for this, I'm sure.
Higher, sweet love!
And then the other part of the sponsored post is Z Frank observing Lucas the spider.
Excuse me, Mr. Human? Yes! Ozma stopped her chariot so suddenly that
Is that Z Frank?
Hmm?
That's not Z Frank, is it?
I'm an idiot. You said Z Frank, my mind jumped to Frank Nelson.
Frank Nelson, yeah, I thought so. That's pretty good, though.
Thank you. Z Frank, sorry. Ozma stopped her chariot so suddenly that the Scarecrow's sawhorse nearly ran into it, and the ranks of the army tumbled over one another before they could come to a halt. Immediately, the yellow hen struggled from Dorothy's arms and flew into the clump of bushes beside the road. "What's the matter?" called the Tin Woodman anxiously. "Why, Belina wants to lay her egg, that's all. She just wants to poop eggs out of her butt."
Or Lucas.
"That's weird, Mr. Z. Frank." "I know, but you are so adorable." Next.
Next is from the chat. Do-do-do. Do-do-do.
Are you sure it's do-to-do and not D-to-D?
Oh, this is Bernie Davis entering band camp with Flourish here.
Uh-oh.
Big
Flourish.
Bird discovering porn.
Wow, talk about edging your bets that heaven and hell aren't real. I am damning myself with this one, but here we go. "Lay her egg," repeated the Tin Woodman in astonishment. "Yes, she lays one every morning. But this time...
Everybody's saying no!
Yes, she lays one every morning, about this time, and it's quite fresh, said the girl. But does your foolish old hen suppose that this entire cavalcade, which is bound on an important adventure, is
You would be shocked and horrified.
going to stand still while she lays her egg? What are they doing? They look like they're hugging, but it's not right.
Next, Bernie Davis's band. Band.
Maria, why aren't they wearing any clothes?
Band! Oh, ATM. Sponsored post. Most horrible. I'm leaving.
Oh, why?
Daddy Derek making love to Barney?
Oh, no.
Oh, good point. Johnny O'Malley brings up the fact that Big Bird doesn't wear clothes.
Yeah, but he's been around humans enough to suddenly be surprised as to seeing them naked.
Carry on. Oh.
And for that matter, how would he react to seeing birds wearing clothes?
End our suffering quickly, please.
What else can we do? Asked the girl. It's a habit of Bellina's, and she can't break herself of it.
Oh, gag. Oh, no.
Then she must hurry up,
No.
said the tin a little bit impatiently. Faster, I like that. No, exclaimed the Scarecrow. If she hurries, she may lay scrambled eggs. That's nonsense, said Dorothy. But Bellina won't be long, I'm sure. I want to really enjoy this. No, do it faster.
I quit. I'm leaving. Goodbye. I resign.
I love you. You love
No.
me.
No.
You fine-looking dinosaur, you. Hush up. Next.
We don't really limit the sponsored posts as far as, based on how much the sponsorship, how much of the post is. But, within reason. We don't want to not get to everybody else's. So,
No.
yeah, just whatever. I'll let you know if it's too many.
The goal is to wrap up the stream by 9 p.m. Pacific time. So, we
That
can't
would
do
be
like
nice.
so we can't do like 1,000 sponsored posts here. Although,
No. He's talking about individual sponsored posts. How many voices can you suggest in an individual sponsored post? We're taking sponsored posts as long as they come in.
Okay, yeah, pardon me.
We're stopping taking suggestions from the chat at 7.
Right. But voices per post, yeah.
Just within reason. I'll let you know if it's too many.
Yeah.
Did you finish that one? Jesus, please be finished with that one.
Oh, I'm almost done, baby. You know what they say, once you go purple, you never go back. But yes, we're done. Next.
So banned. Oh, God. I have to come back to that one. They're all so bad.
I love you guys.
Nobody suggests good stuff anymore.
No, they save it all for the end.
How about Jack Black? That was suggested by Invader Raphael. Do you do Jack Black?
Sorry.
Oh, poop. It's a good one. I like Jack Black. He's cute. Oh, here's a good one. Later on, Zachary gets banned, but this was a good one. Luna as a Disney princess.
So they stood and waited, although all were restless and anxious to proceed. And by, the yellow hen came from the bushes, saying, "Cut, because I guess that's just what she can see, because I'm me. What is she doing? Singing her lay?"
Whoa. Singing her lay, asked the Scarecrow.
"Forward march!" shouted the Tin Woodman, who was not Luna because I'm Luna, waving his axe in his butt, and the processions started just as Dorothy had once more grabbed Luna in her arms.
Okay, let me out.
Yeah!
Next.
That was a good one. Oh, now we have to go back to the sponsored post.
What do we have?
Oh, we have Gabe's second post for Brownie. This time for Brownie. So weird, but not usually too terribly horrible. They're not great, though.
Really?
Butch is Christian Bale's Batman.
Oh, dear.
Isn't anyone going to get my egg? Cried the hen in great excitement. I'll get it, said the Scarecrow. Ha 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 ha! And at his command, the Sawhorse sprang into the bushes. The straw man soon found the egg, which he placed in his jacket pocket. Next.
Oh, next. Sorry.
Yes.
Cool Cat struggling, and then he screams Martha.
Ew. That can be taken a variety of ways.
The cavalcade, having moved rapidly on, was even far in advance, but it did not take the Sawhorse long enough to catch up with it, and presently the Scarecrow was riding in his accustomed place behind Ozma's chariot. Save Martha!
Next.
Hey,
Next
why did you say that name?
Next is Daddy Derek as Jesse Eisenberger Lex Luthor.
God. Ugh.
"What shall I do with the egg?" he asked Dorothy. "I don't know," the girl answered. "Perhaps the Hungry Tiger would like it." The Hungry Tiger's a fine-looking kitty cat, you know.
Oh, God.
"It would not be enough to fill one of my back teeth," remarked the Tiger. "A bushel of them, hard-boiled, might take a little of the edge off my appetite, but one egg isn't good for anything at all that I know of."
Next.
Finally, in Brownie's suggestions, is Beast Wars Megatron angry for not getting a cheeseburger.
Huh?
No, it wouldn't even make a sponge cake, said the Scarecrow thoughtfully. The Tin Woodman might carry it with his axe and hatchet, but after all, I may as well keep it to myself for a souvenir. Oh, yes! So he left it in his pocket. Now give me a cheeseburger.
Oh, God.
Weird. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know.
Next is Claire's entry into band camp, because she's got to go in 20 minutes.
Oh no.
I wrote it down a while ago, but I remember it was bad. Oh, God. Why are y'all the worst?
Because we like to torment you.
Sweetler doing a striptease for Scooby and Shaggy. Claire is so banned.
Like they had now reached that part of the valley that lay between the two high mountains which Dorothy had seen from her tower window.
At the far end was the third great mountain, which blocked the valley and was northern edge of the land of Ev.
It was underneath this mountain that the Gnome King's palace was said to be. But it would be some time before they reached that place. Until then...
Ew!
This striptease is going to be exquisite.
Oh no, that's not not exquisite. That's not There should be some zoinks in there or something.
Zoinks!
Shaggy and Scooby are pure. You guys are ruining them.
Dude, this is freaking awesome.
Y'all are all going to hell.
Next,
we are returning to the crossover zone for Monsieur Price. Oh God!
oh God, she says.
Cool cat singing "Everybody Wants to Be a Cat."
The path was becoming rocky and difficult for the wheels of the chariot to pass over.
Oh, that's going directly into my head. Ow.
And presently a deep gulf appeared at their feet, which was too wide for them to leap. Yay! And now dance break!
I love you.
Do you?
Yes.
I don't believe you. Ben says, but nobody wants to be a cool cat. Exactly. Nobody.
That's not entirely true.
Except Daddy Derek. Sean.
I need to find that costume company that owns the suit.
Next you need Dog Show.
Why do I need Dog Show?
For the next part of his Monsieur Price's sponsored post, the crossover zone. Karate Dog Show teaching Luna karate.
Teaching Luna karate. What the hell?
Weirdest improv class ever.
Absolutely. So Ozma took a small square of green cloth from her pocket, and threw it upon the ground. At once it became the magic carpet and unrolled itself far enough for all the cavalcade to walk upon. The chariot was now advanced, and the chariot now advanced, and the green carpet unrolled before it, crossing the gulf at length, and it spanks so that all passed over in safety.
Don't forget Luna.
And now for the coup de grace. Hey! That really hurt. So, did you think you learned anything, Luna?
Yeah, I'm just going to go Wiener because I'm gonna go cuddle on Mama.
Alright, bye then. Ugh. What we got next?
And finally, Butch the Bully picking on Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Dr.
I forgot who Dr. Doofenshmirtz is again.
I'm afraid I don't know Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
They told us before.
Or at least I don't know him by name. Is it anyone?
Moonbeam said he tore his headphones off. I assume when Cool Cat was singing.
Probably.
I learned it's okay to butt in, said John O'Malley, as Luna, of course. Because here's my butt.
Apparently it's from Phineas and Ferb, the Mad Doctor from Phineas and Ferb.
Which I have never seen, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
But I can still do Butch the Bully, so we got that going on at least.
But make him funny.
Yes, of course.
Don't do it. Don't do just straight Butch the Bully. No one wants that.
But Butch the Bully by himself is just so hilarious.
I say he's an uncultured swine all the time, Grace. But for that, I really can't say anything. I've never seen Phineas and Ferb either.
Ha!
That's easy enough, said the Scarecrow. I wonder what will happen next. He was not long in making the discovery, for the sides of the mountain came closer together, until finally there was but a narrow path between them, along which Ozma and her party were forced to pass in single file. And it is fat time for me.
You know, that child probably thought he was going to go on to have an actual acting career. Isn't that sad? Don't you feel sorry for that poor kid?
I feel sorry for all the kids who were in that movie.
I know. I hope they all fired their agents.
And again, Jason Johnson, who tried so hard to make something out of Cool Cat. It was his idea to be all energetic and bouncy like he was.
Yes, but I'm sorry, he came up with the whole exquisite thing. What was that? What was that?
I think it was supposed to be a belly scratch. It just came out all wrong.
So wrong. Okay, what was that? Besides horrible. Okay, that was bully,
Butch the Bully.
That wasn't too bad. Okay, so the next is from the chat.
And what does the chat have for us?
Oh, remember how Zachary came up with something that was cute? Well, that's over. You'll probably send him to band camp for this. Sparky from The Cars Life talking to Bob the Minion.
Oh, God.
I think it's cute. Well, at least part of it.
Yay! Hello.
Hello.
Team, thank you.
Is Bob your favorite minion?
Yeah.
Squeak. So now they heard a loud and deep thump, 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 which echoed through the valley and seemed to grow louder as they advanced.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh wait, sorry. Was it Sparky or Speedy?
Sparky.
Sparky, I'm an idiot.
You're doing that a lot tonight.
What's the matter with you?
Everything. Everything's the matter with me, you know that.
Then, turning a corner of rock, they saw before them a huge form, which towered above the path for more than 100 feet. The form was that of a gigantic man built out of plates of cast iron, and it stood with 1 foot on either side of the narrow road, and swung over its right shoulder an immense iron mallet, with which it constantly pounded the earth. These resounding blows explained the thumping sounds they had heard, but the mallet was much bigger hand than a barrel, and was struck the path between the bucky sides of the mountain, and filled all space between which our travelers would be like to pass.
Talking a minion is weird. Next.
Next is that. What was that?
That was
That was just yeah. I got
Sparky
it.
and Bob.
Okay, so the next is a sponsored post
King Bob.
from Grace Barks.
Oh.
Woofy from the Oogie Pups.
Ugh. Damn you, Airstead Butterverse, I hate you.
Goofy Woofy, pick up your collar.
Shut up. You know what, band camp for you.
Of course, they all at once halted, and safe distance away from the terrible iron mallet. The magic carpet would do them no good in this case, for it was only meant to protect them from any dangers upon the ground beneath their feet, not from dangers that appeared in the air above them. Wow, said the Cowardly Lion with a shudder. It makes me dreadfully nervous to see that big hammer-pounding so near my head. One blow would crush me into a doormat.
Bitch, you're already a doormat. Shut up. Next.
Next is... Was that from... Yes, that was Grace's. Okay. So next is from the chat, and it's
was that
horrible.
loud and annoying? Then that's Woofy. Next is from the chat, and it's horrible? What is it?
Yes. Oh, I didn't actually check that off. I'm bubbled. It is Sean Bateman headed to band camp.
Of course.
Pee Wee Herman as Jareth singing Magic Dance.
Oh, Sean, you bastard.
The Iron Giant is a fine fellow, said Tick-Tock, works as steadily as a clock as he made for the Gnome King by Smith and Tinker, who made me. And his duty is to keep folks from finding the underground palace. Is he not a great work of art? And Pee-wee said, "Ah!"
But don't you worry, Raven. I know how to get Jareth back for you, right where he needs to be.
I'll tell you where he needs to be. Okay.
Where?
Working stream.
Oh, he's working
Next is
stream,
a sponsored post from ATM. Extremely Happy Luna.
I needed to point out here that TikTok said the Iron Giant is a fine fellow. Who knew that the Iron Giant was in Oz? No follow. But Extremely Happy Luna. Okay, so here's Extremely Happy Luna. Can't you think it's because you do? Asked Ozma regarding the giant with wandering eyes. No, replied the machine. He's only made to pound the road and has no thinking or speaking attachment, but he pounds very, very well, I think. Too well, observed the Scarecrow. He is keeping us from going farther. And is there no way to stop his machinery? Because of Luna. And here's the button.
That was a sponsored post from ATM, so now from the chat. Nicholas Lee, Russian Sloofy.
Russian Sloofy.
Russian Sloofy.
Only the Gnome King who has the key can do that, answered Skip, answered TikTok. Then Dorothy said Dorothy anxiously, "What shall we do?" This isn't really working, is it?
I'm not hearing much Russian.
I'm trying to do this Russian, but it's not coming out right. From Schloofy with love. Excuse me for a few minutes, said the Scarecrow, and I will think it over.
Next. Russian Schloofy was horrible, but it was Russian Schloofy that did it. There was a little stream that flowed into the river, and the river floated to a giant lake. No. I love it. Yes, you did it, Nicholas Lee. Very good. And yes, indeed, Grace. It's party time. It's party time. Everybody's moving fun because it's party time. You guys are the best. Uh-oh. I got my phone plugged in here, but it's not charging like it ought to. Hopefully I just need a new adapter here. Let's see, do I have one readily available lying around? Aha, I think I do. Let's just go ahead and utilize this then, see if that's the issue. You're both banned, says Raven. You're welcome, baby. Let's see. Swapping this out for that. Johnny O'Malley says, you help make us the best. Aw. And we are charging. Good. That's working. Claire Carey says, I shall have to go to bed. Can you do a Bandcamp and Heil Sweetler? Well, if you really want to get to Bandcamp that badly,
Then I suppose I can do you just this one tiny little favor. Hi, Sweetler! And to Bandcamp with you!
you know, the Cellbombs should have gotten a pet monkey, says Grace. That would have solved all their problems. At least that's what Monkey Up would do. Yes, that is very true. Oh no, Mother's dead. Oh no, we're having problems connecting with our various family members. Throw a monkey at it, that'll help. Demolisher says, you will hate me for my second to last post. Oh, I have no doubt of that, sir. Aw, Claire Carey says, thanks, I love you. We love you too, Claire. See you later. Sorry that you had to bail out early. Mario fan says, nice Spider-Man shirt, by the way. Thank you. Got a little cheapy Spidey here. Raven wants to get me t-shirts with all the cheapy superheroes. And Raven McMahon Lucky Miss says, don't throw monkeys. We don't like it. No, we don't like monkeys. Just haphazardly thrown into movies. And apparently they've been doing that since the 30s. And she is back. And look at that smile. That says that she loves us so very, very much.
And
I love it. It wasn't even all that great, but Russian schloofy. There you go. I love you.
why am I yellow?
Because webcams are weird. For the same reason I'm suddenly getting some green jumpy bits all over my green screen here.
That's a little bit better. Yellow's not like really my color.
Come on. Where'd that come from? Yes,
What?
you adjust yourself, and I do my best to adjust myself. And that seems to have done the trick, I think. I cannot wait until I get my own place where I can just keep everything here permanently set up.
Yes.
But anyway, welcome back from having a Code Brent.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
I do.
No. We will go ahead
Finish
and...
with Russian Sloofy, huh?
Yes, yes. And to answer your question, Taranga, we will go ahead and put you in Bandcamp if you really insist, but I think we can still do that one.
I'm here. You can stop reading the chat and get back to it.
Sorry, we must continue, mustn't we?
Back to work. Dance, monkey, dance.
Dance, monkey, dance. And what do we have next?
From the chat, LeFou as Gaston.
And will this be the final from the chat voice?
Yeah, the ones I haven't written down.
Okay. Sorry, it was what?
LeFou impersonating Gaston.
Oh, wow.
He retired, then to a position in the rear, where he turned his painted face to the rocks and began to think. Meantime, the giant continued to raise his iron mallet high in the air, and to strike the path terrible blows that echoed through the mountains like the roar of a cannon. Each time the mallet lifted, however, there was a moment when the path beneath the monsters was free, and perhaps the Scarecrow had noticed this, for when he came back to the others, he said, "The matter is a very simple one after all. We have but to run under the hammer one at a time, when it is lifted, and pass to the other side before it falls again." Oh yeah, this sounds safe. Next.
Oh, next is from the chat. Not from the chat. The other one. I'm bubbled. This is from Demolisher.
And what is it?
Demolisher is banned.
Why?
Pop star Trump flirting with gay Shaggy.
Suddenly picturing this weird Gazelle Clawhauser thing going on.
It will require quick work if we escape the blow, said the Tin Woodman, with a shake of his head. But it really seems the only thing to be done. Who will make the first attempt?
This is gross.
That's what I'm going for. Like, they looked at one another hesitantly for a moment. Then the cowardly lion, who was trembling like a leaf in the wind, said to them,
I think gay Shaggy would have better taste.
Oh yeah? And what does gay Shaggy taste like?
Like, I suppose the head of the procession must go first, and that's me! But I'm terribly afraid of the big hammer man.
That's okay. You don't have to be afraid of my big hammer. It won't hurt much.
Next.
Hang on. Get back to the bottom of the chat. Okay. Ugh. Okay, that was from there. So the next one is...
But don't worry, baby. Always remember, no matter how badly your lady boner goes away, it will come back.
Skekra.
Skekra. I forget. He's the heretic?
Yes,
That's
I
right.
believe so.
What will become of me? Asked Ozma. You might rush under the hammer yourself, but the chariot would surely be crushed.
And Package Deal here, gonna do Skekra and Ergo, I think is his name.
We must leave the chariot, said the Scarecrow. But you two girls can ride upon the backs of the lion and the tiger! Of the lion and the tiger! Say the tiger! The tiger. Thank you! Moving on!
Very good.
They really were opposites of each other, weren't they? Next.
I don't know. This is from Grace. I don't understand it. Hyper Sponge Monkey?
Sorry, Grace. That's over my head, too.
I am lost. Okay, so, from Ben. May
Hello,
I
Ben.
recommend Megatron as a tired, disgruntled office worker? And then 2 more for the sponsored post. This is a sponsored post. Did you do the sponsored post?
Aren't we only doing sponsor posts now?
Did you put the sponsored post graphic?
Oh, I did not. Here we go.
I know what I'm doing.
I'm slow. Let's see. Megatron as a disgruntled office worker.
Tired, disgruntled office worker.
Cling fast to his mane, advised Dorothy. I used to ride him myself, and that's the way I held on. So Ozma clung fast to the mane, and the lion crouched in the path and eyed the swinging mallet carefully, until he knew just the instant it would begin to rise in the air. And guess what? Get those Autobot kids off my lawn!
Next.
And then how about sexy ASMR Barney?
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh god.
before anyone thought he was ready,
You're confused right now.
No, I'm not. This is terrible.
But you're laughing.
Well, I'm not turned on, I assure you.
are you sure?
I'm positive.
But I love you,
No.
and you love me. He
Emmett.
made
Yes! That's gotta be a new record! Woo! We did it! And within, what, 15 minutes of her just coming back from the last time? Who suggested that? F me, screams Raven. No, I didn't scare her away, Mario fan. She had to go. Lithographic, yes, pardon me.
I have to pee.
Thank you, Killer Katie. Reminder that Barney's voice actor, David Joyner, actually does a tantric sex business in real life. Oh dear. My pie, says Raven and Pan Monkey Mouse. We made her spit up her pie. Oh dear. I am being reminded by Grace, who sponge monkey is, it is that little singing creature from the Quiznos commercials from way back when. And I know exactly who you're talking about, so okay. As soon as we resume, we will put Sponge Monkey back on the table. Ugh. Hello, Selena Lee. Nice to see you in chat. Yes, Moonbeam, she is very, very bubbled. What do I think of the Skeksis and mystic names of Skekjon and Kennedy? I guess they work if that's the pattern they go for. I don't know. You're all awful, says Raven Fox. Yes, yes we are. No home cruise. Neither of us have seen Camp Cretaceous yet. I suppose we got it at some point. Raven says, you're all awful. Killer Kitty says, no, I'm not. I'm Huggle. Very good, Killer Kitty. Nicely played. Grace Sparks' animation class claims that Sponge Monkey is the worst example of animation. It's up there, but at least it moves.
Y'all are gonna make me stop smoking weed during these
I love you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Never, ever, ever again do ASMR Barney. That is off the table. Banned. Ben is banned. You are banned. Both banned.
But sweetheart,
No.
we weren't done with
I love you, but I love you. And you. No.
we weren't done with the sentence.
Good.
You ran off. We have to finish it.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. That's how it works.
That's not how it works. Not on my Christian Minecraft server.
With a great big
Oh,
hug
God.
and a kiss from
No.
me to you.
I need an adult.
There's an adult under this costume.
Alright, fine. We'll do what little we had with that one and move on, I guess. I'm sorry, Ben. I guess Raven just doesn't love you.
Oh, no.
Oh, no?
Did I remove it? No, it was okay. And then just regular Indiana Jones. Thank God.
He retired, then to a position in the rear, where he returned his painted face to the rocks and began to think. Meantime, the giant continued to raise his iron mallet high in the air and to strike the path the terrific blows that echoed through the mountains like the roar of a cannon. Each time the mallet lifted, there was a moment when the path beneath the monster was free, and perhaps the Scarecrow had noticed this, for when he... Crap, I'm sorry, I read this part already. Yeah, there we are. It will require quick work if we escape the blow, said the Tin Woodman, with a shake of his head. But it really seems the only thing to be done. Who will make the first attempt? Next.
Are That was the regular Indiana Jones. Okay, Grace says, now that you know what Hyper Sponge Monkey is, do that one.
Ugh. Yes, I do. Thank you for reminding me, Grace.
Then before anyone thought he was ready, he made a sudden leap straight between the Iron Giant's legs. And before the mallet struck the ground again, the lion and Ozma were safe on the other side.
You're welcome. Next.
Grief.
And apparently, Grace's animation class cites Sponge Monkey as the worst piece of animation out there. How bad is it that there are contenders for that title? Like, legitimately so. And Dingo Pictures, Rhapsody Street Kids, there's competition for the worst animation ever. But,
It's cold in here.
Baby, it's cold inside.
I need to grab my jacket. While you do...
And I'm sorry, you'll have to excuse my hipster moment here. I thought that song was creepy before it was cool.
Shut up. And do Strong Bad.
Strong Bad. Check.
Yeah, turn off my... Oh, I need to go get my jacket.
You need to get your jacket, don't you? So, there you go.
I told you that.
Yes, and I didn't pick up on
Pay
what that meant.
attention.
And I'm smacking your ass.
No, Robert.
What? It's so smackable. What am I supposed to do?
No, stop it.
The tiger went next. Dorothy sat upon his back and locked her arms around his striped neck, for he had no mane to cling on to. So he made the leap, straight and true as an arrow from a bow that was slung by Dongdeliv and Magdaliv. And ere Dorothy realized that she was out of danger and standing by Ozma's side. So, how was that, the cheat? And what do we have next, the Raven?
I had to put on my jammy pants.
Jammy pants, which were especially southern.
My jammy pants. My pajama pants.
It's like that, those Orangina commercials.
Orangina commercials.
Which are from Mexico, apparently.
The next is a sponsor post from ATM who says, next year you could riff on Robot Monster 1953.
Possibly. I think that'd be a safe bet. With the humans. But what we have next?
Next is a sponsored post from Raven Band McBand Monkey Mouse.
And does she live up to her name?
Of course. Well, no, actually, they're not horrible. There's been worse, but we'll ban her just on principle.
What's she have for us?
Beginning with Wrathful Eeyore.
Wrathful Eeyore. Oh
Wrathful Eeyore.
Now came the Scarecrow on the Sawhorse, and while they made the dash in safety, they were within a hair's breadth of being caught by the descending hammer. Tick-Tock walked up to the very edge of the spot the hammer struck, and as it was raised for the next blow, he calmly stepped forward and escaped its descent. Evil Eeyore, how do you do that? Now you will suffer my wrath, I guess.
Next.
Hold on. Okay. Oh, so the next was, what was that you just did?
Wrathful Eeyore.
Next is Drunk Jiminy Cricket.
That was an idea for the Tin Woodman to follow, and he also crossed in safety while the Great Hammer was in the air. But when it came to 26 officers and the private, their knees were so weak that they could not walk a step. What the hell's going on here? There's a mouse who's drinking with an elephant. Drunk elephant. That's just silly. In battle, we are wonderfully courageous, said one of the generals, and our foes find us very terrible to face, but war is one thing and this is another. When it comes to being pounded upon the head by an iron hammer and smashed into pancakes, we naturally object. I don't know what I'm drinking, but this is some good stuff, Pinocchio. You should try some.
Oak.
Pinocchio.
And finally, Captain Jack Sparrow, the Disney Princess.
Oh dear.
Make a run for it, urged the Scarecrow. Our knees shake so that we cannot run, answered the captain. If we should try, we shall certainly be pounded into a jelly. Savvy? Team Pirate Squad! Captain Jack!
Sound a lot like Not. On Critical Role.
Not?
Not.
I never heard.
You don't watch Critical Role.
I know, I'm lame.
The ugly one!
Sam's character, the goblin that ended up being transformed back into her original form, which is that of a halfling.
Gotcha. Next.
Next is Zachary's final entry into Bandcamp Hall of Fame.
Final.
Daddy Derek trying to convince Raven to play Mama Cat.
Oh, that is horrible.
Banned.
He said while laughing his ass off.
That's because you're a terrible person.
And you love me. Yes, you do. You love me.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Maybe. Maybe a little.
You love me.
No. Stop it.
What were you gonna do?
Do the voice suggestion.
Well, well, sighed the Cowardly Lion. I see, friend Tiger, that we must place ourselves in great danger to rescue this bold army. Come with me and be Mama Cat, and we will do the very best we can.
Banned. Gross.
You fine-looking raven, you.
No. Definitely not. Next is Demolisher Trump. Demolisher's Trump.
Don't you want to get with this fine
Sponsored
man pelt?
Stop it. Sponsored post. Lady Cool Cat leading the charge in the Civil War.
What?
Lady Cool Cat leading the charge in the Civil War.
So, Ozma and Dorothy, having already dismounted from their backs, the lion and the tiger leaped back again under the awful hammer and returned with two generals clinging to their necks. They repeated this during the passage several times, and when all the officers had been carried beneath the giant's legs and landed safely on further side. Onward, men!
Sorry, everybody, your eardrums will be missed.
Their eardrums will rise again!
Next.
Next is Vivian's entry into Bandcamp.
Hello, Vivian. Don't think we had a sponsored post from you yet.
No, this isn't a sponsored post. This is still from the chat, but it's from before.
Oh, okay.
What was it?
I don't know.
Where did I write it? I wrote it on the wrong place. Judy Hopps Nick Wilde and Bellwether as Aurora, Philip, and Maleficent.
Oh, wow, I don't know how to do this.
Can you do any of those? Can you do Bellwether as Maleficent?
Maybe. I can try to do her at least.
By that time, the beasts were very tired, and panted so hard that their tongues hung out of their great mouths. "But what is to become of the private?" asked Ozma. "Oh, leave them there to guard the chariot," said the lion. "I'm tired out, and won't pass under that mallet again." Well, well, what a glorious assemblage, Lord Stefan.
She makes for a good twist villain, if for nothing else, that you can't make her sound scary.
Thereupon, Hunter sponsored a post to say, "Interesting fact, Cornwall once had its own unique Celtic language."
Yes, I believe he pointed that out in the stream for Jack the Giant Killer.
Okay. If you would like to have a voice suggestion,
Yes, please make one.
let us know what that is. I will keep that.
And since I said the word giant, I'm now triggered. There's that smell again!
Which has to be followed up with...
E-fi-fo, I smell the blood of... I'm sorry, I'm doing it wrong. I'm acting while I'm singing, but that's wrong. It's supposed to be... E-fi-fo, I smell the blood of an Englishman.
Alright, sponsored post from ATM, a lion going completely insane.
Okay. The officers at once protested that they must have the private with them, or else there would be... I'm sorry, I'm doing this naked.
Let's see. Lion. Is that him?
Yeah, there he is. I had to squeeze this lion between my legs very tight as I stuff my hand up inside him.
That sounds dirty.
Yes, it does. Okay, here we go. The officers at once protested that they must have the private with them, else there would be no one for them to command. But neither the lion nor the tiger would go after him, so the scarecrow sent the sawhorse. Either the wooden horse was careless, or it failed to properly time the descent of the hammer, or the mighty weapon caught squarely upon its head.
The lion got into the night howlers.
Yeah, really. But maybe it was for medicinal purposes? You don't know. Next.
Yes, Lord. The hobo from Polar Express.
Pass. Sorry.
Dark Crystal narrator.
The mighty weapon caught it squarely upon its head, and thumped it against the ground so powerfully that the private flew off its back high into the air, and landed upon one of the giant's cast-iron arms. Here he clung desperately, while the arm rose and fell with each one of the rapid strokes. I'm so epic. Next.
Next is that horrible picture.
That horrible picture?
The one that you made, I can't remember what you were doing, but it was disgusting, and I told you that I had to take a screenshot and that your face was in the screenshot.
I'm doing the voice of that horrible picture.
Well, I don't know. The voice suggestion is from Demolisher. Gay Scooby frisking Cool Cat for Raven's amusement. Raven would not be amused.
What?
Scooby frisking Cool Cat for Raven's amusement.
Okay.
So I then can delete that picture from my brain. Who am I kidding? It's never going away.
Oh, yeah.
The Scarecrow dashed in to rescue his sawhorse and got his left foot smashed by the hammer before he could pull the creature out of danger.
Then they found the sawhorse, had been badly dazed by the blow, while the hardwood knot which his head was formed could not be crushed by the hammer. Both his ears were broken off, and he was unable to hear a sound until some new ones were made for him.
Also, his left knee was cracked, and he had to be bound up with a string. You like that, Cool Cat?
I need an adult!
That was at a horrible sponsored pose from the Demolisher. It's gone now.
Next.
Oh, I just saw one. We're not taking any more from the chat, but this was too good. John Kennedy.
What's he got?
Skexo draining the essence from Cool Cat.
Skexo. He was the Emperor?
Yes.
Bellina having fluttered under the hammer, it now remained only to rescue the private who was riding upon the Iron Giant's arm high in the air.
The Scarecrow lay flat upon the ground and called to the man to jump down upon his body, which was soft because it was stuffed with straw. Exquisite. Next.
Next is from Demolisher. I'm going to edit it just a little bit because I don't want you to be offended. I don't want anyone to get offended.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it seemed like a little bunch. But anyway, so just do Sexy Yoda.
Sexy Yoda.
Sexy Yoda.
Okay, now I have to ask what the original post was.
We're not going to talk about it.
Oh.
Pooper of parties you are. Sexy Yoda I would be.
Nurses, sleep with me, you will. She's getting tired. The comments are about to go way, way into the gutter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, as predicted.
What?
4 strong with my penis it is.
Just me by my size, do you?
What did she say?
She's the one that said that.
Oh, she said that?
about the force is strong with his penis. That's horrible. You made it worse. You're banned too.
The force is all around us. It binds us, penetrates us.
No, stop. Next is a sponsored post.
Like a giant orgy it is. I haven't done it yet. We must do it.
Is a sponsored post from ATM.
This the private managed to do. Waiting until a time when he was nearest the ground, and then letting himself drop upon the Scarecrow. Below the belt he dropped. This feat he accomplished without any bones breaking. And Scarecrow declared he was not injured in the least. And because that is the way, now there is the child.
And the final voice for this chapter
is... I think you are the Robert ATM's talking about here. Robert casting an evil spell on Raven.
casting an evil spell on Raven.
Yeah, leave your eye alone.
Sorry.
Therefore, the Tin Woodman, having by this
This
time...
would be how he would cast an evil spell on me.
Shh. Having by this time fitted new ears to the sawhorse, the entire party proceeded upon its way, leaving the giant to pound the path behind them.
ATM, I don't care what it was, what you meant. That was a good one.
Now,
We're keeping that one.
now you will do anything I say, won't you?
Pretty much. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Oh, you're gonna lie? Alright. Lie there. Take it.
Alright.
And now we are done with Ozma of Oz for a while. And we're continuing on with Grimm. And the next story sounds like some kind of a metal band. The White Snake.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, we are White Snake.
And who are we starting with here?
Sexy Starscream coming on to an adorable nurse.
Of course. It would be her that suggests that. A long time ago, there lived a king who was famed for his wisdom through all the land. Nothing was hidden from him, and it seemed as if news of the most secret things was brought to him through the air. But he had a strange custom. Every day after dinner, when the table was cleared and no one else was present, a trusty servant had to bring him one more dish. It was covered, however, and even the servant did not know what was in it. Neither did anyone know, for the king never took off the cover to eat of it until he was quite alone. You're welcome, nurse.
She says, "Ah, my beloved Decepticon." Alright, next is from Keaton Jones.
What do we got?
Sponsor post. Ever seen the 03 2D Clone Wars series?
I am sorry, no.
Because if you have General Grievous from that version, he's like Skekmal. If not, Skekmal, and you should watch it. You should try it.
Skekmal. That's what General Grievous sounds like in that
The
show?
General, yeah.
Ugh, weird.
I guess.
Wait. Skekmal isn't... Oh, no, I'm sorry, yes. A general, thank you. I was getting... it's been too long since I've seen the series. I was getting him confused with Skeksil. Okay, Skekmal. Okay, I can kind of hear his voice coming out of Grievous there.
Grievous.
Yeah, there we go.
This had gone on for a long time, when one day the servant who took away the dish was overcome with such curiosity that he could not help carrying the dish into his room. When he had carefully locked the door, he lifted up the cover and saw a white snake lying on the dish. But
Oh,
when-
Skekmal is the hunter! Home Cruise just said. Skekmal is the hunter.
And I don't remember what he sounds like.
Alright, we'll carry on then.
Sorry.
If you want a different Skeksis, Keaton, let us know.
Sorry. My bad. But
when he saw it, he could not deny himself the pleasure of tasting it. Okay?
Ew.
So he cut off a little bit of it and put it into his mouth. No sooner had it touched his tongue than he heard a strange whispering of little voices outside his window. He went and listened, and then noticed that it was the sparrows who were chattering together, and telling one another of all kinds of things which they had seen in the fields and the woods. Eating the snake had given him power of understanding the language of animals. Curiouser and curiouser. Next.
Next is from Cheatsy. Sponsor post. Beginning with an over-caffeinated Mario.
Now it so happened that on this very day the queen lost her most beautiful ring. A suspicion of having it stolen fell upon the trusty servant, who was allowed to go everywhere. The king ordered the man to be brought up before him and threatened with angry words that unless he could be before the morrow point out the thief, he himself would be looked upon as guilty and executed. And the baby executed his innocence and was dismissed with no better answer. It's me, Mario. What the hell was that?
In the sponsored post is Republican Yoda.
What?
Republican Yoda. Do Yoda doing Trump.
Vote red, you should.
Oh, God.
Cheatsy is banned.
In his trouble of fear, he went down to the courtyard and took thought how to help himself out of his trouble.
Yoda doing Trump. What the hell's going on here?
Poor Yoda.
Now some ducks were sitting together and quietly by a brook and taking their rest. And whilst they were making their feathers smooth with their bills, they were having a confidential conversation together.
Next.
Finally, an Anchorman Skeksil.
Anchorman Skeksil? What?
The servants stood by and listened. They were telling one another of all the places where they had been waddling about all the morning, and what good food they had found. And one said in pitiful tone, "Something lies heavy in my stomach. As I was eating in haste, I swallowed a ring which lay under the queen's window. And that's the way it is."
Very good.
Next.
Fran Drescher.
The servant at once seized her by the neck, carried her to the kitchen, and said to the cook, "Here is a fine duck, pray kill her." "Yes," said the cook, and weighing her in his hand, "she has spared no trouble to fatten herself, and has been waiting to be roasted long enough." So he cut off her head, and as she was being dressed for the spit, the queen's ring was found inside her.
How charming.
Going back to Keaton Jones's, try the Hunter, Skeksis Hunter, which is a low growly voice and a British accent.
I can do that, but I don't
Just
know how
do a
much...
low growly voice with a British accent.
Yeah, sorry, but I don't know how much it would sound like Skekmal, sorry.
Is it Skekmal? Is it just a growling British dude? You decide.
I've been handling these books so much during these streams that it's wearing down the print.
These pretty covers aren't so pretty anymore.
I'm sorry.
No.
Someone else said he was British. I don't know. We don't know who he is.
I'm sorry, I don't remember his voice. Here we go. The servant could now prove his innocence, and the king, to make amends for the wrong, allowed him to ask a favor, and promised him the best place in the court that he could wish for. The servant refused everything, and only asked for a horse and some money for traveling, as he had a mind to see the world and go about a little.
So all they wanted was an early retirement plan. There you go. Next.
Hang on. Alright, Selena, I've got both of your suggestions. I don't think I've seen Selena post before, so just wanted to let her know that I got it. Okay, so, but the next suggestion is from... also from Keaton Jones. Biff picking on Butch the Bully.
When his request was granted, he set out on his way, and one day came to a pond where he saw 3 fishes caught in the reeds and gasping for water. Now, though it is said that fishes are dumb, he heard them lamenting that they must perish so miserably, and as he had a kind heart, he got off his horse and put 3 prisoners back into the water.
Though they quivered with delight, put on their heads and cried at him, "We will remember you and repay you for saving us."
Yes, even while getting picked on, he's laughing like that.
Oh my god.
I'm a bully, and I'll be back.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. He was having a ball with that role. Next.
Next is the other part of that sponsor post. Jabba as Trump. Oh.
He bowed down, and after a while it seemed to him that he heard a voice and the sand at his feet. Hoo, 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 hoo. He listened and heard an ant king complain, "Why cannot folks with their clumsy beasts keep off our bodies? That stupid horse with his heavy hooves has been treading down my people without mercy. We will build wall round beasts, make Jedi pay for it." Ooh, ooh, ooh. You'll get so tired of waiting.
Ew. That's actually a perfect casting.
Next.
Next is from Safuna.
Fethuna.
Sponsor post, beginning
Hello.
with Dr. Neo Cortex.
So he turned on to a side path, and the Ant King cried out to him, "We will remember you. One good turn deserves another." The path led him into a wood, and here he saw 2 old ravens standing by their nest and throwing out their young ones. It's tough love, Raven.
I kept mine.
Next.
Next part is Puss in Boots. Shatner.
Out with you, you idle, good-for-nothing creatures, cried they. We cannot find food for you any longer. You are big enough and can provide for yourselves. But the poor young ravens lay upon the ground, flopping their wings and crying, "Oh, what helpless things we are! We must shift for ourselves, yet we cannot fly. Oh, what can we do but lie here and starve?"
Yeah, you're a horrible mother, Raven. Yeah, you're old enough, out with you.
Hardly. Don't go!
Oh.
Next is Christopher Walken as the reindeer from Little Gobi.
Sorry, which one? That story was somehow full of reindeer. Or maybe they're just talking about Grandpa Walken from Little Gobi.
Oh, it says reindeer.
Yeah, but he was a reindeer in that.
Okay, do Grandpa Walken then.
So the good young fellow alighted and killed his horse with his sword,
and gave it to them for food. When they came hopping up to it, satisfied their hunger, and cried, "We will remember you. One good turn deserves another. All you have to do is go north. Trust me, that's all you gotta do." Oh, if only that was true. Next.
Next in Seth Yuna's sponsor post is Rothbart.
And now he had to use his own legs, and when he had walked a long way, he came to a large city. There was a great noise and crowd in the streets, and a man rode up on horseback, crying aloud, "The king's daughter wants a husband, but whoever sues for her hand must perform a hard task, and if he does not succeed, he will forfeit his life." And Rothbard didn't say this, but I gotta throw this out there. You are my #1 guy. Next.
And finally, the scientist from Freedom Force.
Oh. Yes, the scientist who was in love with his baby cousin.
Family approved.
Ew.
Thank you for giving me that wonderful meme, sweetheart. Silly is not your thing, but when you
I had
do it...
forgotten about that. I had blocked it out. I was happy.
You don't do silly, but when you do, it is glorious.
You made me do that.
So many times. So many different family approved.
Can you do it higher? Can you do it higher?
But, well, I had to ask for higher. It was progressing. It starts out with whoosh, family approved. And then family approved, family approved, family approved, family approved.
The closest I ever got to attempting a Harley Quinn voice.
Family approved pudding. Anyway, French scientist from Freedom Force. Here we go. Ugh. Many had already made the attempt, but in vain. Nevertheless, when you saw the king's daughter, he was so overcome by her great beauty and her bald head that he forgot all danger, went before the king, and declared himself a suitor. And then he said, "Your diaper smells so wonderful."
I quit.
That movie was so wrong. What do we have next? We have Munchies.
Yes, we do.
Because...
Amen. Next is Taranga headed to band camp for Bobby Wobbly singing the Ice Cream Bunny Giant song.
Wow. So he was led out to the sea, and a gold ring was thrown into it in his hat. Then the king ordered him to fetch his ring up from the bottom of the sea, and added, "If you come up again without it, you will be thrown again and again until you perish amid the waves." Next.
Tom Cruise says, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell bubbles."
There are those bubbles again!
Does Carrie Elwes sing? Has anyone ever heard him, whether or not he has a good singing voice?
I think that was him doing the Bobby Wobbly song.
Again, I ask, does Carrie Elwes sing? That was not anybody's best efforts.
I don't know. Let's see.
No, you don't have time for that. Get back to work. Dance, monkey, dance. The Taranga's
One more
band.
time.
No,
Why is Taringa banned?
because of Bobby Wobbly singing.
Right. I already bet you for that.
Mission Prize sponsored a post to say swear jar. Is that a voice?
No, that was when you ran away for the second time within 15 minutes, which is a new record. And you said, F you.
You have no idea.
Oh, I do. I saw it.
And you're going to make me feel it later, aren't you?
Stop!
Why?
Behave!
But you like it.
No.
Oh, you lie. She has the vapors.
No, my face is hot. Okay.
Yes, you have the vapors.
Next is from Selena Lee.
What do we got, Selena?
Don't think Selena Lee has sponsored a post before, so I don't remember anyway if you have, but
I
thank
don't
you for this
remember either,
sponsored
but
post.
thank
And Selena says, I love your reviews. Please do President Obama.
All the people grieved for the handsome youth. Then they went away, leaving him alone by the sea. He stood on the shore and considered what he should do, when suddenly he saw 3 fishes come swimming towards him, and they were the very fishes whose lives he had saved. The one in the middle held a mussel in its mouth, which it lay at the shore at the youth's feet, and when he had taken it up and opened it, there lay a gold ring in the shell. Now, let me make one thing perfectly clear. If you like your fish, you can keep your fish. Next.
Me too, says Yuna. Oh my god. I miss his voice. I miss him so much. Demolishers.
What?
Drunk Trump frisking Guy Raven.
Oh dear, I'm going to hate myself for this one.
Full of joy, he took it to the king and expected that he would grant him the promised reward. But with... Excuse me. Just gotta wet my whistle here.
He has never touched a drop of alcohol. He's never been drunk. He stays high on Adderall. Everybody knows. I hate him so much. Oh my god.
Hey, don't knock the Trump till you try the Trump.
Oh, I'll try Trump. I'll succeed, too. I try not to wish harm on anybody, but it's very difficult. I have not been successful.
Now be quiet. I'm trying to feel up your male counterpart. Excuse me. I required him to perform another task. She went down into the garden and strewed with her own words 10 sacks full of millet seed in the grass. Then she said,
And in Tu Wong Fu style, I would turn and say, "Get your hand off my dick, asshole."
"Oh my god, it's huge."
Yeah.
Hail to me.
Not for you.
I made you laugh with that.
Shut up.
Tomorrow morning, before sunrise, I'll make breakfast. These must be picked up, and not a single grain be wanting. Do you think I'm sexy?
No. Not even a little. Selena is leaving, so we need to do her other one. Where is her other one? Oh, there it is. President Obama as Emperor Palpatine.
The youth sat down in the garden and considered how it might be possible to perform this task, but he could think of nothing. And there he sat sorrowfully, awaiting the break of day, when he should...
That is not how President Obama sounds. Shame on you.
No, but this is Obama trying to do Palpatine, or some combination of the two.
Sounds like Bobby Wobbly trying to do Palpatine. I'm offended.
Now witness the firepower of this fully operational bubble machine. When he should be led to death. And we're done with that one.
Oh, Killer Katie, you're banned for comments.
Why? What did she say?
He's skexy and he knows it. Banned, that's too good. No! Not sexy deep.
Yes, 60 deets!
No. No one needs to see that.
Everyone needs to see that, especially Hup.
No. His love for her is pure.
Pure and uncut. Do it again.
No. I'm gonna not hit you.
Oh.
That's it. Tell the story of you watching Jack the Giant Killer with your dad this week. It was yesterday, Monday. Your turn.
I don't get to watch a lot of my stuff with my parents. I'm not over to visit them as much as I probably should. And they're awfully busy with what they have to do. They don't have a whole lot of time to watch my stuff just, whenever they have a chance to. They would much rather watch with me. Last time I was over, last thing that we watched together was my review for Descendants. And about which my dad made a wonderful point that I wish I brought up in my review myself. They're looking to bring over some innocent-ish people from the island and try to integrate them into mainstream society. So they pick a handful of teenagers who are hormonal and emotional and at the worst points in their life they'll ever be. That's brilliant. I never would have thought of that. But anyway, this last Monday, I'm over at their house, and we decide to watch my riff of Jack the Giant Killer. We're laughing, having a good time. Then comes the part where crazy, possessed Elaine has to drug Jack and knock him out. She bends him over the bed. I make the joke. Uh-oh, I need a second opinion here. Raven, can I make a joke about pegging?
Which in chat I said no.
Which I anticipated, and therefore I did not make a joke about pegging, so you're welcome. But then my dad had to pause because he didn't know what pegging meant.
So Bobsheaux had to explain it.
I had to explain to my 65-year-old father that pegging...
No, you don't need to describe it. No. Demonetized. No. If they don't know, just let them not know.
Maintain their innocence.
Yes.
And every now and then we're pausing so I could explain this joke and that joke. He didn't understand.
Not
he didn't understand, for example, why I was constantly saying, "There's that smell again." But yeah, I had to explain to him pegging. Can I get an awkward?
Okay, I told my mom many years ago what I did for a living, and she was like very supportive and very understanding. And then she told everybody at her home, in her, her neighbors and all that I read for the blind.
Which isn't untrue. If what they say constantly leads to blindness.
Yeah, she reads for the blind. It makes me sound so saintly. It's like...
Well, what you are doing can be considered very therapeutic.
Thank you. Next is a sponsored post from Demolisher, who is ruining everything for Nurse.
Of course he is.
Sexy Starscream flirting with stalker Pinocchio. Okay, I'm sorry, he's ruining it for everybody.
Sexy Starscream flirting with stalker Pinocchio? What? The youth sat down in the garden and considered how it might be possible to perform this task. I read this part already once, so pardon me. But as soon as the first rays of the sun shone into the garden, he saw all the 10 sacks standing side by side, quite full, and not a single grain was missing. But the Ant King had come into the night with thousands and thousands of ants, and the grateful creatures had by great industry picked them all up, picked all the millet seed and gathered them into the sacks. Stalker Pinocchio, there you go. Next.
Moonbeam, Google is your friend, not in the chat, okay?
I'm not going to ask what he's asking about.
I'm sure you can imagine. Okay, so
Is it
what was
exquisite?
that you just did? Sexy Starscream flirting with stalker Pinocchio.
Yeah, weird.
And next is from Colin. Oh goodness, I hope he's still here. Are you still here, Colin?
Uh-oh.
If not, he'll see it on the replay. Final voice, because I have to get ready for work tomorrow. Sorry, I wasn't reading them. I was just copying and pasting.
Oh dear.
Scar, starring in a game for the Atari, made by Konami, where he's on a quest for salami.
You understand that voice is impossible. But very good for you for sponsoring that post, just to make sure that you got that joke out there. Yeah, sorry, but what does Scar in an Atari game sound like?
Alright, then just do Scar.
As he's kind
We
of
don't
sort of
mind.
swiping.
We don't mind. Just do Scar.
Who's we?
Doesn't matter. Me.
Presently, the king's daughter herself came down into the garden. She was amazed to see the young man had done the task she had given him. But she could not yet conquer her proud heart, and said, "Although he has performed both the tasks, he shall not be my husband until he has brought me an apple from the tree of life." Sarabi!
I like that so much.
Yes, my king.
So we have Zegold's trip to band camp.
Uh-oh.
Cobra Commander as Bob Ross.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
No idea how that's gonna work, but here we go.
The kindler, gentler Cobra Commander.
The very mellow Cobra Commander.
You know he was the originator of ASMR, right?
I thought that was just a joke. Are you serious?
That's where everybody got the idea. You know how many people listen to his videos just to sleep?
I did not know that, actually. That's funny.
I mean, no, he didn't say, I'm going to come up with something that's going to give you tingles over the sound of my voice, but just the way he was actually the father of ASMR in a roundabout way.
He accidentally created this subgenre of media.
The youth did not know where the Tree of Life stood, but he set out and would have gone on forever as long as his legs would carry him, though he had no hope of finding it. After he had wandered through 3 kingdoms, he came one evening to a wood and lay down under a happy little tree to sleep. But he heard a rustling in the branches, and a golden apple fell into his hand, which was brought on by this happy little cloud that I'm bringing in by my weather dominator. There we go. Isn't that nice?
Next.
The final sponsored post is from Keaton Jones. Frodo enjoying a lap dance from Panthy. Y'all are bad.
So, everybody enjoying a lap dance from Panthy. Oh, you'd love...
better.
Oh, you would love it too. Shut up.
Yeah. Of course.
That Panthy ass.
At the same time, 3 ravens flew down to him, perched themselves upon his knee, and said, "We are the 3 young ravens whom you saved from starving. When we had grown big and heard that you were seeking the golden apple, we flew over the sea into the end of the world, where the tree of life stands, and have brought you the apple."
Oh yes,
3
give me that apple.
ravens. Is this Sap Sorrow?
Every story has 3 ravens in it.
Always better with ravens.
Especially multiple ravens. Oh, there's 2 of them. Well,
Okay,
Raven, there's 1 of me. Deleted. Wait, what? No, I'm deleted! I'm deleted! I didn't mean to do that!
Raven, my girl.
What did she
Sponsored a post just to get in some Sean Connery ASMR.
say? Sorry, gotta do a little bit of Panthy here before moving on.
Why won't you come with us?
If you give me another minute or 2, I think I might.
Family approved.
Anyway, the youth, full of joy, set out homewards, and took the golden apple to the king's beautiful daughter, who had no more excuses left to make. They cut the apple of life in 2 and ate it together, and then her heart became full of love for him. And they lived
Nice one.
and they lived in undisturbed happiness to a great age. The end.
Bravo.
And yes, because
Wait, you're not done.
Hmm?
Now they're just sponsoring posts to make you keep going. I thought you were sleepy, nurse. What do you want?
Now she's...
We have similar
You're
days.
welcome. And it says until the princess had no more excuses. Kind of sounds like Sapsaro there to me. I need a beautiful dress made of these fine materials. Here it is. Oh, how lovely. I guess
nurse.
I guess I have to marry Daddy now.
Stop with that. Focus.
I had to explain that Sapsaro joke to my dad, too. That was hilarious.
Nurse has sponsored a post. Get with it, mister.
Yes?
Sexy Jerome ASMR. For perspective, you are kidnapped, and Jerome is trying to seduce you. That me or her. I think me. But I'm me.
So I kidnapped you.
Uh-huh.
Oh, did I?
Please.
We are finished with that story, and we are continuing on into the Three Spinners. There once was a girl who was idle and would not spin, and let her mother say what she would. She would not bring her to it. At last the mother was once so overcome.
I said, y'all are so bad. Shh. Stop shushing me.
At last the mother was once so overcome with anger and impatience that she beat her, on which the girl began to weep loudly. Now at this very moment the queen drove by, and when she heard the weeping, she stopped her carriage, went into the house, and asked the mother why she was beating her daughter so that the cries could be heard out on the road.
It's a terrible passage for this, but I'm trying not to focus on the words. Okay, that's it. Good night. Farewell.
Stream's over.
Love y'all.
Ian's gonna get down with the clown. She's not objecting.
Oh, was I supposed to?
I thought maybe I might. I don't know.
You don't know me very well, do you?
What do we have next?
That's it. We're done. We've been done, but Raven and Nurse threw in a couple of last-minute sponsored posts for some ASMR.
I'm
They
sorry.
needed the palate cleanser. Bless your hearts.
I'm sorry. I totally spaced out when you said that we were done with sponsored posts here.
We're cutting out a little bit early.
But hey, that's okay. At least we're not wearing ourselves out by going by 4.5 hours here.
And there's 2 streams tomorrow.
Yes, there are 2 streams for tomorrow, which I must prepare for. But thank you.
Mention the time and what they're. No, don't say the public one. What it's going to be. But
Yes.
time.
The public stream is going to be tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and the patrons only one 5 o'clock is going to be showing Manos the Hands of Fate. So
There's still time to pledge to Bobshow's Patreon for as little as $2 a month, and you can get access to all of his patron exclusive content, including
so much
the live stream and the video on demand, which will be available immediately following.
Exactly. And thank you all again for making this a very wonderful stream. But as Raven observed, it's time for the stream to come to an end. And I'm going to enjoy that.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.